left that doesn't waste any goddamn time on Sydney
There you
Goodman
go.
and her shit fucking joke telling skills.
No, but I mean, okay, but going back to the topic at hand, what did y'all think of? What did you think, Cerebral? I mean, I know I'm trying to putting the cart before the horse here, but what was your impression that they gave that award to Forza over like you?
Well, that was my choice. Forza was my choice, dude.
Oh, it was over. I thought it was Spider-Man 2. Didn't you say Spider-Man 2 had
No,
more options?
Spider-Man 2 was up there, but Forza was my choice for the winner.
Okay. I thought you said Spider-Man 2. I thought it.
No,
maybe,
because
but-
I actually had a hand
I
in
would,
some
I,
of
would-
what
I would have
Forza
thought
had,
it would
so
have been.
I take a little bit of pride in that.
Okay. So that
My name
award
doesn't
should
show
go
up
to
in the
you.
credits, but I was involved. So
But okay, that's cool. That's
Oh,
cool.
so you're
Well, I mean, at
biased.
least
I
they
see
won.
what it is, Paul. You're biased, you
That's
son of a
right.
bitch.
well, no, the
Like,
thing
hey,
is,
like,
and I
shut up.
pointed that somebody else was talking about this, and I pointed out that Forza is actually the only racer that I can play at all because of the accessibility, and all the other racers need to play catch up a little bit, you know. So
Yeah.
You can't play Ridge Racer?
Ridge
no,
I'm just kidding,
Racer. No, no.
no,
We need to make a new Ridge Racer. I mean,
The
you
fact
know,
that blind
Oh,
people
bro.
can play, that's crazy. Like that's
yeah, the
cool as fuck.
blind
Totally,
people can play
off
Forza.
topic, bro. How about that Sega collection?
Oh,
Oh, bro. I
Don't do
Bro,
that! Don't do
I
that!
saw-
Holy
I saw the Jet Set radio shit, and I was looking at it, and I was like,
I'm done. I
Dude,
lost
I was
it.
looking at it, and I was like, wait.
I saw Crazy Taxi and I creamed in my pants. I said, "Shit, I'm done."
All I
That's
had
it,
to see
I'm
was
done.
Jet Set Radio. It's like, are they grinding on skates?
know what
Is
was
that-
happening.
Yeah, dude, the second that clip came out, I started
I was-
screaming.
Oh, shit. And you know,
Because
Like,
I
I was so
recognized
happy.
the Jet Set, but I was looking at it, and I was like, wait, that doesn't look like regular Jet Set. And then it fucking went to the clip of Golden Axe, and I'm like, wait, is that fucking Golden Axe? And I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
that
And then
was-
they started playing the other shit, and I was like, these aren't even like, what do you call it, remasters? These are like remakes of classic Sega games. I'm like, I'm there for that shit. I don't know if I'm there
Why
for
is-
all the
Damn.
individual games, but remakes still
Well,
fucking, I'm there for it, dude.
All I gotta say, Wise, is if you're pissing in your pants, it might be time for the diapers.
no, it's okay. No, that was
All I know is that
coming out
if
of
that
my
Crazy
business.
Taxi remake doesn't have that fucking song from The Offspring, the second you boot it up, instant fail. That song needs to be the first thing you hear after he goes Crazy Taxi.
Yeah.
But you need to hear
Oh,
that,
man.
and then that song. If that doesn't happen, instant fail.
Oh yeah.
They need to keep the same soundtrack on Jet Set Radio.
Dude.
Well,
I
it's all
wish-
that's all going to matter of that.
Unless it's
That's all going to matter with music rights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of rights, I wish they bring back like you
But
know,
what about
Crazy
lifts?
Taxi. The cool thing about Crazy Taxi was like you can go and visit like real world locations like a KFC or a McDonald's. I wish they bring in
Product placements.
yeah, like I wish they bring in like for example like a Chipotle, a Starbucks, all that crap in there. You know that would be epic. Like just redo it,
Just
but
turn you
then
into a
bring
fucking
in-
Uber Eats driver.
Basically, that's what the fuck it was, right? So back in the day, before we even knew what the fuck an Uber was, So yeah, I mean, I think I was, and here I don't know if y'all noticed this, but read this later on. But they did an interview. Sega did an interview. These fives are the ones that they're going to announce. They've announced now, but they've got more of this in the works. So there are other games that they're also
Still
bringing back as
waiting
well.
for that super game that they
And
kept
and they also
hinting at.
said over the next few years.
Yeah.
If anybody didn't notice that, they said over the next few years. So don't expect all 5 of these games to drop
no,
like
yeah,
you know,
no,
a month
they're-
from now. You know,
It'll-
At
it'll
least
be-
they're doing what we've been asking every one of these publishers to do to a certain extent is look at your back catalog. I mean, you look at Sony, you look at
Well, we'll
Xbox, they
see,
got a
because-
rich back catalog.
but we'll see how these games do and what goes beyond the nostalgia aspect of it. That's the thing
Right,
that
right.
they're going to be watching for. You know,
I mean,
because
the game has
yeah,
to stand. It's got to be good on its own, independent of the
Right.
nostalgia factor, right? But
Mhm.
yeah, but I mean, it gives me hope that I might see another Knights. I might see another Skies of Arcadia. There's so many.
Yeah, but it's
other
just
ones out there.
impressive that they're taking the time and resources to remake games that in today's times, other than people like us, those IP like fucking youngsters don't know what the fuck these games are. Like, what the fuck is Shinobi?
Yeah.
What the fuck is Golden Axe? They have
Well-
no fucking clue. So the fact that they're taking the time and resources to remake games that only a handful of older gamers are even going to recognize, like that, I give them props for that because people will be like,
Well,
"Fuck no,
and-
that game's not going to sell. We need something that
And-
people know."
One, if you think about it, yeah, time and resources, but only a fraction of what it takes for a modern game to do. Those games are relatively simple in design and
Yeah.
execution. You know,
Well,
True.
I mean, I hope they don't start bringing in other sort of like game mechanics that are more current gen, like shoehorning in, for example, an RPG element in Shinobi or into Golden Axe. or some
It's
shit like that,
it's definitely
you know?
going to be a balance of bringing in new features and what have you into the game, so it doesn't just
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
the same game from 20 years
I
ago, but
think
better
I
graphics and
recall
stuff like
when
that.
they were showing Golden Axe, I think you could spin the camera behind your character. I think it's a behind the character view. It didn't look like it was a static. I have to watch it again. I thought I saw like the camera moving behind the character, which is something that the other Golden Axe games obviously never did.
then there's the whole thing of cinematic versus actual gameplay, even for stuff like that. You know,
I feel at least with what we saw with the trailer, at least for Jet Set, it looks like it's in game, but maybe it's not. I don't know.
well, remember there's
Yeah.
in-game and there's in-game and there's in-game engine, which are
Yeah.
two separate little animals. you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a big difference.
Cells, how you doing, darling? How was your week? What you're doing? What you've been playing? What you've been drinking? Please enlighten.
Yeah, dude,
Well-
simping for you in the chat.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
where's the fireball sales? Come on, we're waiting
Yeah.
for it.
The
Oh.
swig bottle.
Yeah.
She got a little shooter so she can take one shot and be like, the
That's a-
fireball's done, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
this is a Dead Cells day for me. Not Dead Cells, but this is a what's your shit day? Dead Cells day. What's the thing called?
Dead
I'm
cells
gonna
are what
die
happens if
after-
you
Buffalo Trace
yeah,
day for me.
yeah,
So.
dead cells is what'll happen
Oh,
if you
man,
drink all
Buffalo.
of that in one time. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna
It's-
fucking throw up.
I remember having Buffalo Trace the night before going to work and waking up like, why did I do that? No, it's horrible.
Well,
Anyway.
I found out this week that my liver is enlarged. The doctor and they're like, we don't know why in the fuck it's enlarged. And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, well, it's not fatty, it's not cirrhotic, it's just big. And I'm like, well, then why the fuck did you tell me? And they're like, well, because you just need to know. I'm like,
That's what they told me about my spleen. I was like, am I gonna die? They were like, no. I was
He's
like,
like,
okay.
why,
then."
God? Why did you give me extra liver and not extra dick? Why?
Well, what's funny is, you know, people always tell me,
Mess
"Oh,
up.
you have such a big heart," and I go, "Well, actually, medically, the doctor says it's enlarged." I don't know if that, you know. So,
yeah, that's called heart failure, basically.
You got X-ray vision, bitch. Something you want to tell me?
What? Oh man.
Well, what have you been playing this week? Anything good? The finals?
Well,
Mhm.
they shadow dropped the finals during the show, so I've been playing the shit out of that.
It looks
and
fun. I'm sorry.
it's so
I
much
messaged you last
fun.
night. I said it looked fun. Yeah.
You have to try it at least. And then, season 1 of Warzone in Urzik, whatever the fuck it's called. The gameplay is crazy. I'm still getting used to it. Fortnite. Do you guys
You play
ask me
Lego
this? You know I
Fortnite?
play the same shit.
Did you
No,
play Lego
I want
Fortnite?
to. I want to try it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was intrigued. I walked in yesterday afternoon. This is a true story. I walked in yesterday evening after coming from my job. I walked in my son's room to see how he's doing, and he's playing Fortnite, but it didn't look like Fortnite. I'm like, what is that? They're like, oh, it's Lego Fortnite. I'm like, shit, is that
It
a
looks
fucking
so
thing?
cool.
it is. It's
Fortnite's become
and
like a launcher for like individual games. It's crazy.
yep.
Right.
Just so you know, Lego Fortnite is basically what's it called? Minecraft with Legos. Seriously.
Yeah, like you build. Like it's
Yeah.
like it's Fortnite building and
I was
stuff,
like, hold on, don't you do that already though? No.
but Legos.
But
with,
Lego
but with
style.
Legos, and they have it's really interesting, and they actually have a story. They have a story mode for it as well as the single player stuff, and
Well,
they
let
have
me ask you a
survival
question.
and sandbox mode. You know,
It seems
like-
like Fortnite is going more in the direction of Roblox, right? Because you now have Fortnite, you have the
Yeah.
other Fortnite that was originally launched, the survival game that nobody plays. And then you
Save the
have-
world.
actually,
Yeah,
Save the World,
World.
and actually they're offering that again for
Yeah,
$8,
they are.
and you can because I picked it up because I want the achievement just because.
Should I pick it up? I don't know.
Oh my God, Paul, you have Fortnite?
I put a lot of hours into Fortnite. The last battle pass I maxed out. Okay, so
Hell yeah. You shut up. Don't be
And
rude.
this battle pass has Peter Griffin. This battle pass has Peter Griffin at the end, so I'm definitely going to try to
Oh,
knock that out
yeah.
as well.
And he's also like an NPC in the game. If you bump into him
Yeah.
or something, he'll try
Oh
to
yeah,
kill
and
you.
he tries to kill you really hard. Yes.
Really hard. Oh no.
Really hard.
Yeah.
Well, my thing is this. Okay, you got a racer now. Fortnite's a racer, and it's Lego, and it's battle.
It's like a
Royale, and
collaboration with Rocket League. So weird.
Yeah, it seems
Yep.
more like Roblox. I've never played Roblox, but from people who played it, they say it's basically just a game with different genres in it, and you play a different genre each time, or some shit like that. You know. So I think
Yeah, like I said, it's
maybe
become the
Fortnite-
launcher for all
Well-
these
well-
new games.
Yeah.
It's
Yep,
yeah,
and
something.
and Fortnite also has the they've been doing the community build stuff, which is a big thing too, because you get some really creative stuff out there. They found a way to get an audience and keep it. Is what they've done, and they keep adding new different things to keep growing. That's why they're nominated for best ongoing or shit like that, because they're finding new ways to keep it fresh, even if it's just by adding the different skins and stuff.
Funky fresh.
Well, maybe making a sequel to the battle royale might actually be.
Well,
Mm,
actually,
nah.
but see, one of the big things they did over the last 2 years was they upgraded the engine to Unreal Engine 5 or 4 or whatever it is. So
Yeah,
they
I'll say it
actually
once.
that was actually a big shift for them, because if you remember what Fortnite used to look like versus what they can do and what it looks like now, it's almost a brand new game.
Yeah, I really don't see them needing the sequel, like for like just the success it's still getting, and they added the
Right.
ability for people to create their own modes. So that's like, hey, you guys want something more? Hey, y'all can go craft it yourself, and we still have the current game to still bring it in tons and tons of
Yeah.
players.
Yeah, make it your own fucking self. Just pay us the money. We don't want to fucking develop anything anymore.
That's like what Dreams had. Fucking, you can make your own game Dreams, and people can play your games, and it's like nobody got paid for it.
I still to this day don't understand the idea of like, yeah, we got this amazing game for the creators out there. It's only on one platform, not on PC, not on. You just left it at one spot, and you didn't give people options to export the game. It's wild, but yeah. So
Well,
it's
it's like
Dreams.
Halo Infinite. They have Forge. You know how many? Like once they dropped Forge, you know how many maps came out?
People were going crazy with that.
They
And
remade
it's-
all the maps. They freaking made Call of Duty maps on
and they
Forge.
added
like,
AI options for people too, and
Pe-
at least with
people
Halo,
do
like
crazy
it's
shit. Like in
They
Minecraft,
had made
I don't know if you
Walmart.
heard about this before.
oh yeah,
It took 12 years, but in
Somebody did an
Minecraft,
internet
like a whole
or
community of people
for
got together
Waffle
and
House.
they built a 1-to-1 scale model of the USS Enterprise from Star Trek in Minecraft.
Yeah,
It took
people
12 years to
people
build.
doing some crazy stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, Minecraft.
people can do
there's not even good
crazy
stuff
shit.
in that People build.
Dude, you can build a working
computer.
computer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it actually.
Like you can
runs
build
code.
calculators,
And
all
what-
kinds of shit.
what's
and it
wild
works.
is just
It's
the
crazy.
stuff I was seeing people build in Dreams. Like I just seeing people build stuff. I like, man, I got to hop in on this. I didn't really touch after I got it, but it just died off to the side because he just left the community in one spot on the. Even though PlayStation's the highest selling console, just like you just kept it isolated. A game like that, like you guys should at least see what will happen the final year or two. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of things they have to do in the back end to get that to work. But I'm like, at least the final tail end of the game, like branch it out and see how it evolves. You put it on PC and other consoles, but
If
Yeah.
all the things that they ported to PC, why not fucking Dreams? Like Dreams is the one game that
Exactly.
if you ported that shit to PC, that would flourish like crazy because you fucking half the good shit that's in Dreams anyway is stuff that they had to import stuff that they built on the PC first. Because like they weren't making these models and shit with the DualSense, with the DualShock 4. They were modeling that shit in ZBrush and then porting it over. So yeah, put that shit on PC.
they even made a
And
better
instead it's
Halo
getting shut
Infinite.
down.
Come on now. No.
There's absolutely no reason for all games not to be on PC anymore. Period. I think that that's just a platform that is all encompassing. That all the games should come out day and date on PC, in my opinion. But that's just my thoughts. But anyhow, Triple, how you
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I mean,
it
At the
depends
same
on the
time,
game.
there's games
It
that are
depends
only
on
on
the game.
PC that never come to console.
Yeah. Like GTFO, I'm just looking at like, will you come to console already, please? But that's
Well,
very
I
specific.
mean,
He said we announced that in 2017.
GTFO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had my eyes on that game for a long time, but it's stuck on a PC spot, and a lot of my friends play on console, so I'm just like, I never got a squad together. But I heard that once they get their last update out, they'll be putting it on console. Possibly, it's still a rumor of sorts, but I really want to play that. But yeah.
So how you been doing, Triple? How was your week and what you been playing?
I've been all right. Destiny season's still going on. Halo Infinite dropped their firefight mode, so I hopped into that to play like
Hell yeah.
three matches. So you got the standard, normal, and heroic, and it's decent. I kind of I hope to see them evolve it because Warzone Firefight in Halo 5 was pretty cool to allow you to upgrade your Spartan as you're playing the game. And we got the traditional firefight in Halo Reach. Well, I say traditional way back in ODST where you're just surviving, and Reach having classes of abilities and stuff like that. So, but it was all right. Heroic could be a little bit harder, but it was fun. Not drinking anything right now because I may or may not have to disappear to play chauffeur, so I can't drink. So sad face.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
'cause he's
Designated
in that
Is
dry
driver
that
eye.
better after you
duties.
drink?
Huh? What? Everybody said like 5 different things. What? I know why he's taking shots at my dry ass state, as he says. I mean, the funny thing is that I was intending to. I went to the store and bought everybody's favorite Fireball, and I was like, oh yeah. Then my mom was like, hey, I might need you later today. I was like, damn it. Okay, I guess I won't drink.
When am I
anything.
doing this, by the way, so I
You're
can
doing it
mentally
now.
prepare
You're doing
myself?
it live. Damn it.
Doing it. Fuck it. I'm
No,
doing it.
after
live.
everybody
do it
talks a
live.
little bit more.
Fucking thing sucks.
What? Well, if you wait till the intros are done, it's going to be the end of the show. So it's just.
We're
Right.
almost done. Okay.
Then I'm
almost done
drinking.
intros. Okay, shit. Speaking of intros, did he leave? Jim, how you doing, man?
Jimmy Jam.
How was your week? What you been drinking?
It's
Cetera.
funny. Who are we to talk about time management at the Game Awards? We can't do shit.
We'll get to that. Let's get to these intros.
But try to. Currently drinking Pepsi. Vaping my vape. Week is meh. Out of 10. And yeah.
Man, out of
10.
10.
I like it.
You know what I think I'm going to add to my voice mod for next week and going forward? A musical play out. So when people are talking after they've been going on and on and on, sales, I'll just hit the musical play out and I'm gonna.
Jim, if it makes you feel any better, my brother was trying to teach me how to drive manual and I got stuck on the speed bump. So that was fun.
Wow.
I don't I'm learning to drive stick shift manual, so I got stuck on the speed bump. So yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. When I did my first manual car, the dealership, I literally freaked out the salesperson because I was like, "Hey, what's the third pedal for? It don't make sense." Oh, that's the clutch. Yeah, I was like, "What's a clutch?" He's like,
Okay.
he literally asked me if
Like,
I had to drive
kid,
manual,
you're
and I was
supposed to
like,
learn how to drive stick before you buy a car.
At
You
least
don't buy
have
a
some
brand new
idea
car.
before
You
you
gotta learn
come
how to
in.
Hold on, I'm getting to the best part because I hopped in the car, did the transaction, and I just drove it off like it was another day at the office.
Damn.
Cool.
Oh, shit.
I feel like a stranger.
That sounds pimp though.
By the way, Sal,
It's like-
save some of that apple juice for the fireball. That will work well with the fireball.
I
Drink
know.
the fucking
Yeah, that's why she
Fireball.
got it.
Cinnamon
After
apple.
everybody gets their introductions in.
All right, okay, Nico, you're the last one. My man, how are you doing?
Nico
How was
Bailey,
your week?
how's your cousin? I'm sorry.
I know Nico said that he's with
How you
people, so he
doing?
may-
Same
He's
solution.
muted.
I'm good.
Forget about it.
Hello?
Take care. Brush your hair.
Can you hear me?
We're here. You're
Can you
kind of
hear
on
me?
the screechy end. Is it just me?
Yeah.
Can
No,
you
that's a
hear
little
me?
breaking up. He sounds like he's on a World War II radio.
And You're calling us from the dark side. He's calling us from the dark side of the moon.
Hey, Nico, say one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. That's just so.
No, Emmanuel, okay, y'all want to say
Perfect.
a hi to people in the chat? RPG,
Okay.
88, Lesser Logic, Emmanuel. Hey, what the fuck? It's gonna be my intro is about to be longer than
Longer than
IOPs.
IOPs.
What the fuck?
Man, we got
He's been simping over cells.
Somebody make a joke about Christopher Judge in our longest intro.
Damn, we're getting roasted.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Nico. I was like,
Nico
all right.
left because he's
Yeah.
probably going to reset his stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
Wait, is
No,
ILP
dude,
Iron
it's-
Lord's podcast?
He's on the dark
Yes.
side of the moon, bro. He's
Oh,
on
man,
the
those
opposite side. We
motherfuckers
got
take
lost
forever.
connection.
I love them though.
All right, let's get,
X-Rush.
to it.
Okay.
Let's get into our topics, but let me go ahead and take a swig of this. Pucells, you want to join me?
I guess.
Come on.
Maybe.
What about the rest of
It's-
us, bro? Only she can
Yeah,
take shots.
put on
Fuck.
your fucking camera. Come on.
I have to
Nobody else is
drive.
like it.
Like I said, I would be drinking, but I might have
This
to
is
drive.
fucking disgusting. I hate you all.
Let's
Give
fucking
it a
do
good
this
sniff.
real
Listen,
Wait, that sounds
Drink
terrible.
your toothpaste like a goddamn man.
You're gonna drink it and you're gonna like it, damn it.
Like this
Sorry.
much half is a shot, right? This whole thing's not a
you
shot.
fucking-
Come on
that
now,
that whole
let's
thing's
go.
a shot. That's why they're called shooters.
Really?
This is not a fucking shot.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, it's probably
Yeah.
like
It's a
4
shot.
shots, but
It's
Four?
okay.
Oh,
they are
shit.
called
Four shots
shooters.
amongst friends.
Oh fuck!
It's okay.
Just
I was
Oh,
supposed
so
to
you
do
can't put it
half.
back in the bottle. You're gonna contaminate it.
Yeah. Oh, it's there you go.
Oh, there
Just
you
go with
There
it.
we go.
Just mix the apple juice in it and pound that shit.
As it
Hold on,
Italians
wait. Let me get the
say.
apple juice. Oh
You know,
my!
let her, that'll help her
I-
cut it a little bit.
And as the
This
Italians
is.
and say,
Okay.
salud, you know?
Oh, I gotta get my
There
fucking
you go.
Oh!
glass, Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hush.
Not on stream. We're gonna get age restricted.
Wow.
I thought you didn't have a gag reflex. Oh my god.
Oh.
She shut
With
she
this
shut up the
nasty
camera 'cause
shit I
told her
do.
That is not what your boyfriend said. He said you don't have a gag
I
reflex.
told her on Twitter, bro. She said she was gonna throw up. I was like, just don't make any gagging noises, or Wise will pop a boner on stream.
Well, I've not seen that facial reaction
But
ever.
hey, listen. Let's be honest. Even though I do like Fireball because it's cinnamon whiskey, it's alcohol, whiskey,
Yeah.
bourbon. They all taste like shit. Nobody takes a shot of anything and goes, that tastes delicious. It all tastes
Tequila?
like shit.
I love drinking tequila.
Tequila tastes worse than this shit. It's like fucking
Are
paint
you
thinner.
This
kidding?
tastes like fucking acid. This tastes like
No.
This tastes like I
No,
just drank
I-
Listerine.
I will say, did you chill it before you drank it here, or did you drink it?
Oh, I didn't.
You should have thrown it in the
Yeah,
freezer
it's
for a
correct.
couple
Yeah.
hours
When it's
before.
chilled, it's better.
All of these,
but I
yo,
mean,
this is the
they're all
problem.
the
It's all
same
of these
shit.
things just to make it taste good. I should just taste it.
No,
and
it
taste
just
good.
yeah.
The
I'll
only
just
way
drink the
tequila
rest, fuck it.
tastes even
Just
mildly
method.
good is when it's in a margarita, because tequila on its own, it tastes
Yeah.
like shit, just like
Yeah.
whiskey, just like bourbon,
Tequila-
just like fucking beer. It all tastes
And
like
you-
shit. You
well,
only
and
drink it
instant-
to get fucked up.
And instead of doing the applesauce after, just add some of the applesauce to the Fireball. That's
Oh,
mix it.
applesauce would have been so good.
Apple juice rather. Just throw
Oh,
some of the apple
cut your
juice into the
cut your
into the
sauce.
cup.
Sauce.
Well, you know
Apple-
what I
Can you
mean.
imagine mixing that shit into your applesauce? That would be fucking.
Oh, I would do it. I would do that. I
Holy
would do
That
that.
sounds good. I would do that.
I
'Cause
would do that
that
in a
this
heartbeat.
tastes.
Whiskey applesauce? You're a fucking
The way-
animal cells. I don't understand you. You don't like Dr.
No,
Pepper.
don't-
You
don't-
like
no,
cinnamon,
because-
but cinnamon whiskey applesauce makes your nipples. hard.
Listen, this tastes like fake cinnamon. This
Fake
tastes like big
cinnamon?
red cinnamon. Like it tastes like
Red cinnamon is real
fucking.
cinnamon though.
Well,
Cinnamon
it's
is
supposed
No,
to
cinnamon.
taste
How do you
like that. That's
cinnamon?
why they call it, like it's
Like
the same
it
flavor
tastes
as
like
Red
big
Hots
melted
and
big
Fire.
red. How do you guys
I mean, it
drink
doesn't.
this?
It doesn't say from concentrate.
Well,
It's
I
fucking
usually put
flavored
in like
whiskey.
a shot glass and knock it back.
Yeah.
And that's usually
Yeah,
how I drink it. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though. I like how it feels in my chest.
There you go.
That's what she
Like,
said.
it's
yeah,
like-
no, it
'cause
burns going down.
sometimes-
It's got the
I
warmth.
like you. I like when you're feeling your chest. I
Yeah.
like when you're feeling your chest too. Okay, I just want to put it out.
I
there.
just,
Okay.
I just know that like, cause when I take shots of other shit, that shit fucking burns my esophagus.
Chat.
But
chat.
this
Fireball
one,
doesn't
it's
burn
like-
as bad. Yeah,
I feel like
Fireball
I
doesn't
just,
burn as bad.
it feels like I swallowed fucking
Shut up, Wise.
Stop there.
Don't
End
say
of
it.
story.
like Vicks vapor rub.
Oh, there you go.
Is that what you,
You
call
guys
your
are down
boyfriend after
bad.
he come?
Yeah.
Is that what you call your boyfriend after he
Oh,
gets done? Vicks vapor?
All I know is when I swallow. That's that. And
Wow!
after that, I didn't hear.
That's why I was surprised she was gagging. Her boyfriend said she didn't have a gag reflex. I'm like, oh.
Wait,
whoa,
when did he say this? The last time when I left the show?
that is a conversation between adult men that I cannot share with you right now.
I
Okay,
cannot
apologize.
disclose this information, or let me acknowledge that he said it though.
I have signed an
Terrible
NDA.
job.
I signed an NDA, so unfortunately, I cannot say anything more than beyond that. Okay, I apologize.
It is a terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I
idea.
have nothing to hide.
That's exactly what he said. Your mouth just stays open.
Oh no.
He said it's like a carnival game, and he just tries to hit the fucking uvula.
The you? Oh yeah, that.
And make sure it doesn't bounce.
Wait, what?
And yeah, make sure it's one of those carnival games where you make the ball land perfectly in. It doesn't ricochet back out.
Jesus Christ. I know, right? It just smacks.
Well,
Nothing but
Ricocheted
net,
back
baby.
out,
Nothing but net. Yeah.
When
It's just like
Ricochet
spread.
it's a hot mess for everybody involved. That's all I got to say. When it ricochets, it's over.
Looking like a turkey. What?
Alright, so how do we follow this up with? Okay, I know how to follow this up with.
Okay, I'm gonna finish this. Okay, ready?
Okay. Ready.
I need
I'll
silence.
give you
Go
company.
for
All right.
We're gonna fucking silence.
Chug a lug.
Ugh.
Chug a lug. Chug a lug. Chug a
What
lug.
the fuck?
Woo!
It's gone.
Hey. You've never had a
Cool.
Fireball or Red Hots?
No,
She said-
she
remember,
told
she
us
said
that
it
she
tastes
doesn't
like
like it because it
toothpaste.
tastes like
Yeah.
toothpaste because she had cinnamon toothpaste growing up. So she just like it's toothpaste to her.
It's
Red
just
Hots are
the
dope. I
mint,
love
like
Red Hots.
it's just like the mintiness. Just I don't fuck with drinks that like if I'm drinking alcohol, I don't want to fucking have mint. It's like chocolate mint
So,
shit.
so no
Great,
mint
there-
julep
there
for
is-
you
there
during
is-
the yeah.
you
there's no
guys
mint
all like
though in
mint
this shit.
chocolate chip.
I love
Yeah.
that.
It's-
Actually, yeah,
It's just
phenomenal.
yeah, you guys have weird palates. Absolutely
Oh my
not.
God.
doing
Actually,
this
I think
ever
it's the other
again.
way around. I think you're the one with the weird palate. The rest of us are normal.
I like
So,
fruity
look-
shit.
Look at it this way. At least
I like
now,
lime and
At least
citrus.
now that you drank your cinnamon, you don't have to brush your teeth in the morning. I mean, I don't know what you're going to do tonight with your boyfriend, but I mean, apart from a
I
quiet
wish,
night,
but he
yeah.
lives on the other side of the country.
Oh, is that? Wow. Oh, okay. So
Anyways.
maybe phone a friend or something.
Phone a friend.
Some FaceTime sex. Hell yeah.
Well, that's not exactly what I meant
Shit.
when I said phone a friend, but okay, yeah. we can go with
What
that.
is this? Who wants to be, who wants to be a millionaire? Oh my gosh.
Hey Ramen, if you're watching.
Would you like some help from the audience? Oh wait, no.
Oh,
Oh shit. I better get
You know,
paid
that's why
then.
that
Shit.
when your boyfriend is a continent away, that's why they have websites like Seeking. That's all I gotta
A
say.
continent? No, it's
why is this just
insane.
like disclosing what he does in his free time, just bit by bit?
I just want to know when the fuck he said that I didn't have a gag reflex.
I just said I'm not gonna say anything anymore beyond that. I've already incriminated
I'm
myself.
texting him.
Oh wow.
No, you know what? I'm gonna call him.
Uh oh, you got him in trouble there, Wise.
Hold on.
Dial.
I said what?
Ready?
And guess how many fucks Wise gives? Zero.
Okay, so let's go to another. Let's go to a game that was announced this week that involves a whole lot of swallowing.
Oh wait.
What?
Hello?
Oh no.
When did you tell the guys that I have a gag reflex?
Don't have
You
a
don't
gag.
have
I
gag
don't have a gag. I don't have a gag reflex.
Oh no.
What? Oh, he said he didn't.
Oh, okay. Now he's just trying to protect.
He's a
himself,
blind
that's
piece of
all.
shit.
Did you?
Oh no. 2 ounce blonde cookie.
I can't. I mean, I can't breathe. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
all of a sudden
That
he's
is
like,
so no.
hey, all of a sudden he's like, new phone, who this?
All right. Speaking of swallowing, let's go to the.
I wanna hijack real quick, which we'll probably touch on. But since Alvador had a question, does Xbox not saying that the new Blade was an exclusive a big deal?
They,
I mean, the
no,
media's
they,
making
they,
a
they
big
haven't
deal,
said either
so-
way. They haven't said either way.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah,
It's so
not
dumb. Like if it is, just say it is. If it's not, just say it's not. Why leave like the world in limbo?
Well,
not
they
knowing,
you
like,
know,
and
they
it's
they
just
they might
stupid.
be working on contracts right now. It may be in flux right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
okay. Let's just go ahead and talk about this topic, anyways. I mean, because
I mean, they shouldn't announce it until the contracts are locked down.
Well,
What?
I don't know. It's
first
just
of
a
all-
weird
that's-
thing.
first of
And
all,
all
it's
it
an
is,
arcane
it
game.
you got
It's an arcane
fucking
game, right?
fanboys all over the
Yeah,
internet
it's an
arguing about this
yeah,
shit.
it's an arcane game. Yes, Leon.
Well, and remember, it's not the same
Arcane.
arcane studio.
Leon.
It's not the same arcane. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
Leon.
the-
Leon.
It's
I'm sorry.
Leon, the
No.
French side. It's the
No,
Yeah,
French
there's,
side.
It's the
there's
design
Arcane
is-
Austin, and then there's Arcane Guapon, and this is Arcane.
Yeah.
Croissant. You got to finish that croissant.
a nice croissant with
All
a,
right. Let's go.
Okay,
As-
awesome.
Wise, take over before we run off road
All
again.
right, all right. No,
Yeah.
let's just go and talk about this. We'll talk about GTA 6. Everyone and their fucking mama saw that. Even my goddamn wife saw that thing. So fuck it. All right. So yeah, I mean, Arcane Cross. Okay, that's the thing. Hashtag Arcane Cross Zone. We're gonna make Arcane Cross Zone. We're gonna make this a thing.
Oh no.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Arcane
Hashtag.
Cross
We're
Zone.
gonna coin that
Hashtag
shit.
Arcane
Cross Zone.
Cross Zone. Hashtag Arcane Cross Zone. Okay. No, but all jokes aside, why wouldn't this be an exclusive? Like, it's Arcane, it's Bethesda, Xbox owns Bethesda. They probably
Mhm.
just started working on this game within the year, right? So
I think something like I think Twitter. I read somewhere from the post saying like it's in progress now. Like they're just now starting development
yeah,
or
so
something
this
like that.
game is probably going to come on the tail end of the Xbox Series consoles. And if it doesn't, I mean, probably it will either be the tail end of this console generation or the first part of the next console generation.
Are we talking about
going forward.
GTA 6? Oh, wait, before we go any further, let me say, based on last week's show, I told you, motherfuckers, so every single bit of what I said was true.
Oh, you
Every
talking
single
about-
fucking bit.
People
Well,
talk
we're still
about the
talking about Arcane
games that
Cross
kind
Zone, but
of.
yeah, GTA 6 too. But I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
besides
right
that,
there
like-
with you, Paul. I was like, what you mean it's gonna be multiplayer focused and not just single
Yeah.
player? What y'all smoking? I want some. No, anyway, Wise, back to you.
I mean, in the sense that, like, okay, so why is there a debate? There's no debate with, for example, Wolverine, or there's no debate with Spider-Man. Well, okay, you can say Spider-Man, Sony owns the property, but Wolverine definitely. So nobody's debating about Wolverine being an exclusive or not. Why is there a debate
I think it's
about
because when
Wolverine?
it comes to PlayStation and with their IP, like the only IP they've really let go to other platforms are ones that like someone fucking twisted their arm and kicked them in the balls a couple
MLB
times,
is
and they're like,
the
fine,
only
fine, MLB can go to Xbox, fine, stop kicking me in the nuts. But with Xbox, like they let Minecraft stay on PlayStation, and they let other games go to other platforms. It's not everything exclusive all the time. I don't understand why this one wouldn't. But I think because of that, when it comes to this, it's a little bit more.
Well-
Like, we know PlayStation has something. We know they're not letting anybody fucking have it because that's what.
Mhm.
Well, I
PlayStation
think
was.
part of
Xbox
it
a little
too
bit
is-
more, everybody gets everything.
I think part of it too is because this is a Bethesda studio. And remember, that's been the whole thing since they took over Bethesda. Is Bethesda think that all their properties are going to become, single plat, exclusive.
Mhm.
And remember, he said he's always said case by case. We just don't know which
Yeah.
side of that case this is going to fall on.
Yeah, because it's as everyone else is saying, who knows when the deal was actually in the works
Right.
for people, not the development of the game, but just getting the IP and working with them. And however the contracts are going, that could have possibly been something that they figured out well in advance. But even
Well,
that's still
in the FTC documents that leaked, like one of the things in the FTC documents was what do you call it? Arcane Leon
new
working
game.
on
Yeah,
a
but
Marvel game for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So this may be one of those games where
yeah, that is the case.
it was
and-
supposed to come out on
yeah.
everything, and maybe it's just easier to keep. I don't. Who the fuck knows? Or maybe they're just like Paul was saying it. They said case by case basis, but shit, maybe there's one of those ones where it comes out on everything. Who the hell knows?
Mhm.
I wish that they would've
wouldn't be
made it
surprised.
definitive.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a single player game that they keep it on Xbox and PC, keep it in the ecosystem, and possibly Steam. But
Mhm.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do that because
Oh,
there's-
it's definitely
you know,
going to.
Well, let me branch this topic on, and actually, I was going to talk about this when we were talking about the Game Board, but oh well. Since we have a question in the chat, we're going to go ahead and address it. Shout out to my brothers from the Iron Lords. Lord Cognito always is famously saying, "Xbox needs just one." I don't know if anyone has seen
Hellblade,
his-
put some respect on its name. Okay, they already got that. It's Hellblade. Come on, guys.
Hellblade was before the purchase, so technically, according to Cognito, Hellblade doesn't count. So
Excuses.
a new
Excuses.
IP that is third person over the
Over the shoulder,
type game.
narrative driven, sad
Narrative-
ass simulator.
Does this cut it? Is this the just one that Cognito has been talking about?
I mean, if
No,
we're
it's-
strictly
I
talking,
mean, they've had Gears. Oh, we're talking about shit since after the first one.
yeah, like if
Yeah,
we're
yeah, yeah.
strictly
Oh.
talking third person, yes, because
Like,
they
we're
said it's a
talking about
third person.
Cognito.
now
first
if you want to make it
but-
like a real Sony game, all of a sudden Blade's
Right.
gonna have a child that he's got to watch
He's
over.
gonna have to
for the
watch a
whole thing.
kid. We're gonna have to experience Blade
He's
waking up
gonna-
in the morning, going to the bathroom, brushing his teeth. You know,
And the,
The-
live
the
action
slice
version
of
is gonna
life
be
stuff.
is
Hey
gonna be
man,
done by
Kratos never
Paragon
took a
Scott.
Atreus potty. God damn it! Stop it.
he's gonna be hunting vampires. in
It also depends.
tutorial.
Is it going to be more like those type of games, right? Like your God of Wars, like your Uncharted, or is it going to be more like Devil May Cry, like where it's just an action
Hack and slash beat 'em up.
adventure? Yeah, like hack and slash. It really depends on how they make it. I would love to see. It probably won't happen, but I would love to see Wolverine and Blade launch in the same year, and both go up against each other as mature,
wasn't
fucking bloody ass, third person games.
isn't
That would be
that
awesome.
didn't they announce when they first unveiled it? Didn't the teaser say 2024 for Wolverine, or is that 2025?
No, we don't know the year for Wolverine, and we still don't know because PlayStation hasn't given a
They haven't
shit,
said anything
including
about
at the
it.
Game
They
Awards.
just
No,
they
dude,
just
they've been
said,
secretive as fucking. I'm gonna punch him in the dick because I'm getting tired of it.
Here's the thing. In a
Arcane
perfect
croissant.
world, this is what I would like to happen, right? Okay, Sony Sony, because of Sony Movies, owns the rights to Spider-Man. So I
Spider-Man,
understand it with
yes.
Spider-Man, right? Make both Wolverine and Blade cross-platform with both consoles, but then do a multiverse or do something where there's a Blade in the Wolverine game and the Wolverine in the Blade game or something like that. Make it
Well,
one.
Wolverine and
universe.
Spider-Man are in the same world.
Okay, Wolverine and Spider-Man are in the same world, but in an optimal situation, I would like to have them all connected in a certain sense. I know Spider-Man, Sony's gonna cry havoc.
Yeah,
if
but
they fucking
that's
do
a
that.
pipe dream. That's so many minds and hands that need to come together and agree on shit. That would be amazing. It would be amazing to have a handful of heroes over on PlayStation, a handful of heroes on Nintendo, and a handful of heroes on fucking PC, and then they all come together for a legitimate Avengers game that doesn't suck dick. That's the dream.
And then someone's be like, "Hey, on your left," and then steps out of a blue portal is Spider-Man, steps out of the green portal it's Blade. I don't know. Red portal is Mario for some odd reason. I don't know. But
the problem is until the licensing, if and when the licensing ever all gets cleaned up, you're never going to see some of that shit.
But that would be the most epic way of doing it, right? Because that's what we want to see. We don't want to see only just individual superheroes. We do want to see superheroes crossing into each other's games or movies, if you will. So
depends on how it's done. Because
it's gonna be
you can do that just like with the movies. You do that too much, and it gets weighted down, and you really can't. You try to do all of them and none of them work out. It's like, stop that.
Yeah, and then the other problem you have is you have a case where it's weird because I've said this before, especially when it comes to Insomniac. I almost contradict myself because on one hand I'm like, dude, I don't want Insomniac to be the Marvel studio that just makes fucking Spider-Man games and Marvel games. On the other hand, I'm like, yo, let them make some more Marvel games.
They're doing a good job, so I can't really be mad about it.
So I don't ever want to see a time where studios get relegated to just being studios that pump out fucking Marvel content. We already have enough Marvel content in our lives with Disney fucking things up. We don't need all this Marvel content now in the video game space that are also, let's be honest, hit or miss a lot of times. Looking at you, Avengers, right? But the Blade one though is one that I'm super interested in, and I'm curious to see what a third-person Arcane game looks like because I've never seen a third-person Arcane.
That's the thing too. Is
they did. They made sure they pointed that out, which I found very interesting.
I'm glad they did because a first-person Blade game would have been in fucking no. That's
Dishonored I'm really just curious to see the Arcane what elements of Arcane is brought into a Blade game. So that's why I'm looking forward to seeing how they branch out in the world. But
Blade is one of those characters. I would say there's certain characters that will translate well into video games. People are like, oh, make another Superman game. Superman, listen, he's boring as fuck, and he doesn't translate well into a video game.
I only see
anything with one punch. The flying part's cool, but everything else it sucks. Spider-Man translates well. Batman translates well. Blade will translate well because your combat can be interesting. Superman combat is not interesting. It's punch on this, blow on that, laser beam this.
Punch on this, blow on that.
One woke up this morning and chose
it's bop it, twist it, pull it.
Avengers is 10 times better. Are we talking about the game or the show, the movies? Avengers 10 times better than Spider-Man.
I'm gonna stand back because I think this is gonna Nova is gonna fucking explode on this, man. Okay, Nova.
Marvel Avengers the game was absolutely.
He said, "What is Nova on about?"
How dare he? How dare you, sir? Spider-Man's he's more popular than the Avengers. He really is.
Oh man, we'll get to the Game Award discussion later.
Let's go ahead and get the smaller topics out. One small topic I do want to mention is this guy right here. We already talked about in passing the game that came out, the Avatar game this week already. Anyhow, the next big thing that came out this week was these bad boys right here. I have not had a chance to play them. Yeah, these.
Yeah,
earpod-
I bought them
AirPods.
for my nephew because I got those and the Portal for my nephew for Christmas. So I haven't opened it up. I will say when I picked that box up though, that box is fucking hefty, bro. For those little earphones,
Or
that's just got
chunky.
some weight to it.
Well, it might be the charging unit that's got all the weight. So
Dude, whatever it is, dude, that
Yeah.
fucking that
I
thing
can
be thick with
imagine
two
having
C's. It's
some
heavy.
thick ass earbuds in my ear.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Them
here's
earbuds
what
be
I-
juicy.
oh
Well,
man, they
this
get
is
that
what the
bass just
reviews have
right.
said, right? This is what the fucking reviews have said, right? The reviews have said that for like in-ear devices, this is like the best sounding ones that you can because these are planar magnetic earbuds, and this is like the first time anyone's ever done that. Other ones are not like that. However, these are good for like reproducing video game sounds, but not good when you're trying to listen to music, which doesn't make any fucking sense to me. So
Hey,
yeah.
listen, man. Fuck those audiophile motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm like I have a quality of sound, but I'm just like, what do you mean good for games or not music? What? How's that? I don't know.
Like when I listen to my games, it sounds amazing. When I try to listen to my canon in D major, it sounds like shite.
Just guitar riff sounds.
Where's
kinda
the
off
horn
right
section gone? The violins, the strings. I can't hear them.
It's $200.
This is why.
You
This
can-
is why I don't
you can
drink on
get
stream, bro. This is what
Raycon
happens.
for $10. Why you buy $200?
Oh my god.
You know what? I am curious to see a
out.
good comparison between. Oh, no.
Raycon fucking $700.
Well, all I
We'll buy
know
this
is
shit
that with my
$200.
Xbox headset, I can listen to music,
Yeah.
and that shit sounds bomb.
My headphones are my Sony XM3.
Listen,
so
I have that
it's
Xbox headset.
fucking-
It's a mid headset. It's good for gaming, but it is a mid headset compared to like actual music headphones. But again, they're not designed to do the same thing. So it's
But
like,
they're
not
not
gonna have
they're
a
not
headphone that does everything.
they're $99 headsets, which for me was the perfect price. Is the perfect price.
No,
for
you
it.
know, it's a great price. I got them on.
Yeah.
There was a sale when
Oh
I picked
yeah,
mine
I
up. They were
totally
$50
know.
from Best Buy. I was like, yoink.
Yeah.
They're-
Well,
they're
like I
$50.
know that there's like, oh man, I would love to fucking get. I know there's so many like way better headsets, like that pricier, but the fucking quality is worth it.
Oh no, for
But for $99 headphones, I was like,
I paid
damn.
50.
Mhm.
I paid 50.
And-
Even if they were 100, they're great for $100.
And
Like,
what I
you
liked
get
about them is
your Turtle
what I like-
Beaches and shit.
yeah,
But like,
Wait,
I
wait,
break
I
so
think
many
it
Turtle
was-
Beaches. It's not even funny.
How do you?
yeah.
But one thing I will say, what I enjoyed most about them is I could sync them to my Xbox wirelessly and to my PC, which meant I
Yeah,
had
that
both.
fancy stuff.
I
These
I
had,
are
gotta
my
I
say
had
something about
babies.
the headset though. I'm opening them for the first time. I gotta say something about these
Yeah.
headsets.
Hold on, I can't hear what
they're
you're
they're
saying.
not butt plugs,
AirPod
wise. They're
Pro.
not butt plugs. Okay.
Well, you know, when I put
Beef
them in, I'll put one in my, I'll give you
Yeah.
one. You can put it in your ear. I'll put the other one in my anus, and then you can hear my colon.
yeah,
ring.
so we're gonna hear
Oh,
Tom
no.
Sawyer coming out of his asshole.
I mean, I gotta say the case is pretty dope, though. You know, the case is pretty dope.
No, it's nice. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really big comparatively, but it looks nice.
Yeah.
But those Xbox, like I said, I don't have the Starfield edition headphones, but I got the regular Xbox ones.
Right.
But the ones I have that are better than those, it's not a fair comparison because they're like triple the price. I have H9s that I use for my PS5, and I like those better because you can flip the mic up and down to mute. I prefer that to the mute because of my nerve pain, I'll like
Right.
randomly scream in the middle of gaming. So I need a quick way to mute and unmute, and it's just easier to flip the boom mic up and then flip it
Right.
down to mute and unmute versus what the
I
Xbox
still
one
just
does.
got the Xbox attachment, little just mic button on, button off. But yeah, good stuff.
I actually use my AirPods Max for mostly everything. They're pretty comfortable. I mean, I've worn so many headsets in my lifetime, and they get very heavy after a while, especially on the top right here.
You know, look
So-
at and it skinned off the top of his hair. You know, it's none of
Exactly.
it's
Yeah,
there.
you see the fucking thing, right? You know, you see the shit that happened, dude, right? Yeah. That,
got a
and
doo-doo
all
stain
the
on his
fucking
head.
Retarded kids, you know, shit.
Dude, thing.
But I mean, you know, it's just like, yeah. So anyhow, it's a pair of earbuds.
Headphones.
Buy them if you want them. If you got the PS Portal, then I think
$200.
you're sort of they're $200 fucking dollars. So like,
Golly.
yeah.
Ouch.
I mean,
But I mean, for the technology inside of them, people are saying, like you said, for music, supposedly they're not great.
Yeah.
But if you're getting them specifically for gaming, you're not going to get other earbuds that have planar magnetic cones in them for anywhere near that price.
Exactly. And I think what
So
it
if
is
anybody's interested, my birthday is a week from Monday, and okay, so
Paul has put it on his
Really?
Oh,
registry.
shit. I gotta get
Yep.
him another bottle of fire.
He has a registry.
Yep, planar magnetic headphones and some Connect 4.
That's
So
right.
Connect 4.
And well, I got a PSVR 2 in there as well. You know,
Yeah.
might as well.
New
You know,
girlfriend.
my roommate has one of those in the other room. I don't think we've used it since he got it. Really.
Probably he's got a Steam Deck in there as
I just
well.
want to say that was a bad time. He said new girlfriend is a roommate. Has
Yeah,
one
well.
in the other room we haven't used it yet. Oh my god!
How do you know that's not what I was talking about? Well,
I
think
know.
about that.
Bad timing.
This bitch just
Oh my
collecting
God.
dust in the There's a silicone fucking woman in the other room just collecting dust.
Man, Paul, I can't, man.
Okay, so
you get some time to pick this shit, man. I mean, how
oh,
are you
man.
gonna, you're not gonna even. Oh my
yeah,
god! All right.
this is fantastic. So what topic were we on?
Oh yeah. So okay, so let's
You
go
did your
actually go
AirPod or
into
not
Wait, do you
AirPods,
guys
True
hear
Game.
me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does it sound clear?
Yeah.
No,
That
it
was-
sounds like you're calling from fucking Kazakhstan.
Oh, it sounds clear. Shut up. Don't ignore
You
him.
sound
Oh.
fine.
I mean, it's
I
it's
didn't
clear,
know
it's
I could
clearish, but
connect
it's
these.
It's you're a lot
like, I
lower,
thought it
which
was-
is nice. No.
Yeah, it's a little
Oh.
lower, which is
Oh well, there you go.
Which
See,
is
better
okay
for you
by
guys,
me.
Asshole.
no, but like the quality is like if you were like making a call from the
X
international space
Rockstar
station.
Dev Reacts
it's
to
like-
it's not
low
quite that bad.
quality.
It's not that
Yeah,
bad.
All right,
Okay.
like the
So,
volume's
yeah,
fine. We
so
can hear you, but the quality, whatever you did, the quality took a hit for sure. But the volume's about the same.
Okay.
Okay,
GTA.
I'll fix this. Thank you guys.
Oh, here we go again.
Ah, shit.
GTA 6, a small
Here
little
we go
indie game
again.
coming out from an indie developer called Rockstar.
Man, I hope they get their flowers when this game comes out, man.
I want to know how many. I want them to track how many hours people spend in the strip club in this game because I guarantee you it's going to be an
They said them
unfathomable
cheese physics
amount of time.
in the trailer.
How many times? Okay, like as of right now, what is the current count of the trailer viewage? Is it?
The
over
view?
I'll
100
look it up.
million, I
It
know.
is ridiculous. I'll look it up real quick. It's an
Yeah.
insane amount, dude.
Yo, I didn't think of that. Those strip clubs are gonna be crazy.
131 million.
You're gonna literally,
Yeah,
you're gonna
131
literally
million.
be
Fucking
in a strip club. Like it's gonna feel
And-
like you're in a
and-
real one.
And those bitches are gonna be twerking with fucking jiggle
Yo,
physics on the.
And they're
cake.
gonna look fucking good
It's
too.
game
They're not gonna
over.
look like
Okay.
fucking
Oh no!
like they're
Yeah,
gonna
no,
look
they're
good.
gonna be bitch
Yeah,
with
guess that might give me a reason for the VR headset now.
That's PSVR introducing.
They announced
Things like that.
PSVR 2 support for that shit. Watch them fly off the goddamn shelves. There's gonna
Oh,
be
yeah,
LaGuardia
they got VR2
Levioso
support
on
for
them
that shit? Oh,
bitches,
it's over.
lifting them off the shelves.
Mm,
Oh, yeah, if they do a VR2,
might gotta adjust the
it's
mix.
done.
Yeah.
I think if they make the VR2 version of this shit, I don't think it's not only going to sell the VR2, I think it's going to cripple society in general. People are going to sit at home all fucking day on their VR headsets while going to fucking
It's gonna
strip
be
clubs.
like that movie, Ready
Mike,
Player
it's time to
One.
eat dinner. Shut up, bitch. This bitch is clapping cheeks in my face.
Everyone's gonna forget, like everyone's gonna forget reality and live through virtual reality.
Yeah, but I think the
All right.
I
Joker-
mean, it would make my life a little easier.
Ow, ow, ow.
All right.
For real.
Okay, go
X
ahead.
Rockstar Dev reacts to GTA
Yeah.
6 trailer. We
So
tried to start
everyone
this
looks-
thing
okay,
5
so
times.
Paul has famously has gone on record to officially say that this was all CG. Not according to some of the
No.
developers. It's,
No,
There was no gameplay in there. There was no gameplay in there.
Really?
I don't know. There was no gameplay, but I think that a lot of what we saw was in game or at least in game engine
Yeah.
at the very minimum. But the thing is, like I've said
but it was
I've
all
argued with
cutscenes.
people-
I don't know.
was-
I'll just say, looking at what they did with something like Hellblade, which was gameplay, and the transition between cinematics and gameplay, I wouldn't be surprised if this is gameplay. You know, we're at that
No,
point.
there-
where
there
it's
was
I've been
nothing in
telling
there
people
that
that
looked like
that
gameplay.
I believe this is whether it's gameplay or not, whether it's cinematic cutscenes or gameplay. I think that the game will look like this for only this reason, because every other time that Rockstar has shown us a trailer of their game, that's what the game looked like. Like
Mhm.
Rockstar.
Well, I have no
Well,
problem with that. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
But it also goes into the rest of what I said. 2025 and at the end of 2025, I can still guarantee you it's not going to hit before October or November.
Oh no, this shit is
2025.
holiday 20. Anyone thinks they're
Yeah.
getting it in February, they are
No,
smoking fucking crack, scratching their necks
Yeah.
and shit.
because yeah,
no,
and
yeah.
that's why I'm saying I've been saying that all along. I said it on this show, and when you look at the release dates of every other main GTA title, it's always been in the fall, always.
And honestly, like, while it may bum me out to have to wait till like the fall or holiday 2025, fuck it, dude. Let them take all the time
Yeah.
they need. A game like this, if they announce they got bumped to 2026, I'll be like, oh shucks. And at the same time, you do you, whatever problem you saw that you thought it needed another year, fix that shit. Because when I get it in my hands, I want it to be pristine and sexy. I don't want any fucking problems. And a game this big, I can't even imagine the amount of
You
fucking
want to
bugs
see
they're
those
having to deal with
titties jiggle?
every goddamn day.
In the
I'm
strip
not even worried
clubs.
about that. I'm just talking about, like, because we know how bugs can ruin an experience. Look at Cyberpunk, a very big, ambitious game, and the bugs destroyed it. Looking at this trailer, I can't help but get hyped for this shit, right? And I don't want bugs and all kinds of fucked up shit getting in the way of my experience. And I can imagine that a game this large, where the map is supposedly 3 times the size of GTA 5, they must be fucking working day and night to get that shit working. So if it comes out holiday, fall 2025, fuck whatever, do what you got to do. If it gets bumped 2026, fuck it, do what you got to do. Because when I get it, I want it to be amazing.
Yep, and
I
that's
don't
what
want
most
anything
people
Well,
to
do
do
they
with
have?
Yeah.
Do they have like? Do they have a history of releasing games,
they
delaying
don't
games
sell,
and stuff
but
with GTA titles?
the problem
I don't
is
think so.
no, but the problem sells is that with every game, the ambition increases, the scope and scale increases. With that, development time increases, problems increase, bugs increase, like everything exponentially increases. All their problems.
Yeah, but
and they work on their
technology is.
end.
But technology is
Technology doesn't
improving
solve
too.
all your problems, though.
No,
Cells. It
but
really
because
doesn't.
just
And-
like
and they're
just like
using
over the
same
last few
engine.
years, yeah, just like over the last few years, we've seen unforeseen circumstances cause delays and stuff or problems with the game that they try to plan for, but they can't plan for every contingency. So you're always gonna sometimes get delays.
Well,
You know,
But
This game being built
Rockstar
on the-
alone, though, because yes, it happens with other studios, but with
no,
Rockstar,
no,
they
Red Dead
are-
Redemption
Ro-
2. Red Dead Redemption 2 wasn't perfect at launch either.
Oh,
No.
okay.
You know,
But with GTA, I mean,
well, it's been 10 years since we've seen a new GTA, so
Well,
so
according to
think
Emmanuel-
about the difference between 10 years.
Yeah,
Who
No,
knows
it's
when
been
they
it's been
will
longer
keep-
than that. It'll by the time this game comes out, it'll be 12
Yeah,
years. So
it'll be 12
so
years.
The
Yeah.
question is how long they've been working on this game. But one thing I kind of want to ask about, Paul, is what was the state of Red Dead? Because I understand not being perfect, but how imperfect.
No,
was
it
the
wasn't too
build
bad, but there were some
Yeah.
weird
Oh, yeah,
graphical
no.
things that happened and a
what-
couple other
yeah.
and a couple of broken
But
quests they had to go and
there were
correct.
things that people anyone's
Yeah.
going to find something, with how many people
Right.
are playing these games. But for most people, the experience, I think, was
Yep.
fine.
Yeah, it was. And it just like because what happens with especially with open world nowadays, people go to find the problems. They will hunt
Yeah.
out the okay, you don't want us to go over here. Well, I'm going to try to go over here.
Yeah.
Well, there's 2 types of
Yeah.
bugs. There's those game-breaking bugs that occur all the fucking time, like you're walking and all of a sudden you fall through the goddamn floor, right?
yeah,
one
that
type of
sucks.
bug. Now,
Oops.
then there's those types of bugs
Yeah.
that okay, if you go deliver these groceries to this old grandma at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and there's a certain car that pulls up next to you, there might
Yeah.
trigger a bug.
Yeah.
Those types of bugs you really
Right.
can't iron out
Well,
until like
well,
you
a lot of-
get
most
further.
of the-
It's like I walked in the liquor store at 6 p.m. and my magazine on my gun had 3 bullets in it, and that would cause the game to fuck up. Like, there's always those weird instances where it has to be the magical combination of things that cause the bug to happen, and then there's the ones that like everyone's gonna experience, like a
It's
large
like-
scale.
or
was it
or,
the
or a lot of
fucking
ones that are
snap?
harder to find are the collision textures, the texture collision
It
issues.
reminds me back
Yeah.
to the shit
Yeah.
I saw about the Spider-Man 2 where dude rode the bike all the way out of bounds and Peter Parker's
Yeah.
car and got backwards. I'm just
Yeah.
like, that's hilarious, but you have to go way out of mission to do that.
I think, and once in
Hilarious.
Spider-Man, in Spider-Man 2, I ended up below the map, which was a pain in the ass. And
Magic.
toward the end of the
Yeah.
game, I actually had a lockup issue that I had to beat the game and
working
doing
as intended.
something they were telling me to do before they told me to do it. Also would continue to lock up the game. Of course, then there's the spider cube, which I never had to deal with. but I know friends that
Yeah, I
did.
never had that
So-
either.
Yeah, meanwhile I'm still waiting for a specific quest to work so I can finish it in Starfield. So
Uh,
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
let me bring this topic. Let me bring this.
Yeah.
Wait,
thing
which
as well.
one? Which one?
It's the final Ryujin quest where I had to talk to the NPC, and they put out a patch like a few weeks ago that said they fixed it, and I logged in, got the update, and he's still out of bounds.
Wait, I did all the Raijin missions. I
And-
just wait. What's
What
the
up,
name
Loke?
of that one?
It's the one. It's the very last one where
Look!
you have to bring
Right?
the
Okay.
evidence to some
And
dude.
homie,
that
homie
works
popped
for
in, and
the
everyone's just ignoring his
news
ass.
reporter.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me get the
It's
red
a-
carpet.
The head of
out for him.
security or some shit like that, right?
It was a
Right?
news reporter that I had to
We
talk
need to
to.
give Loke,
But
we need to give Loke an earpiece.
Well,
coming at you
Locust-
live.
Locust scratching his
I
ear
need
like
to-
a dog scratching the back of his ear. over
Right?
there.
Stick out your tongue and pant, bro.
Yeah, or is your leg kicking below the desk over there?
It's not that big. The disc is not that big.
Oh,
I do need to get a new desk though.
man.
Okay, so about this
Hello!
engine, right? This is not
What's
on a
up, Sales?
traditional. This is not on Unreal 5 or anything like this. This is actually on Rage 6's engine. So
Yeah,
this
it's a
is an id
proprietary engine.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not a proprietary. It's owned by actually Bethesda. I think Rage is developed by id Software, right? The Rage engine.
Oh,
That's about
okay.
cheap.
I thought Rage was their own engine. I didn't know they
No,
were
Rage
using
engine is their
id
engine, 'cause
Soft
that's
shit.
yeah,
Seriously?
it's soft.
Why would
Yeah,
they be
it's
using
id
their
Software.
engine? That's weird.
Yeah, I gotta look into it because I'm like, y'all got something that Rockstar is using. Meanwhile, Bethesda's still sticking with what they got. Like, come on now. What's-
I gotta
Well,
look this
Bethesda,
shit up now,
because the
man.
Rage engine doesn't allow for it doesn't allow for, I guess, the vastness of the open world.
No,
that
no, dude.
Bethesda games
Rage
do.
stands for the Rockstar Advanced Game Engine. It's proprietary.
Oh, I thought it was the
Okay.
Rage engine was the id Software. I thought it had the Rage engine. I
No.
apologize. So
No.
I was like, what
No,
is
because
that?
What's
id
the
Software
called?
is id Tech, like id Tech
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck they're on now. Yeah.
Fire.
You know, Rockstar,
Crazy Heart.
their shit's proprietary.
Okay,
The GTA trilogy remaster, that was a different team that did that.
yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah,
That was a
Rockstar.
piece
Let's
of
not
crap,
forget,
is what that was.
Let's we give a lot of crap to Rockstar, but every time up to now, according to their pedigree, every game that's come out has been. I'm not gonna say bug free 100%. I don't think that's feasible, but I would say that it is almost damn near close to it as you can get. I mean, like if you look at the open world that Rockstar builds, even with the original GTA 3, it was well more populated than some open worlds to this day. Forspoken, but anyhow, yeah. I mean. I mean,
Leave her alone. Leave
yeah,
her
I mean, but
alone.
what I'm saying is like they
That's
they
sexist.
know. No, I mean,
You
I'm
should have
not
been
saying
here
it's
for like
not
the first
human
hour of the
guys.
show.
Yeah,
But
well,
honestly,
I'm
for
not
their
even
for
on
their
the
for their
attention
for their
to the show.
games, there's really no excuse for them because you know at this point now we've got the GTA games are over a decade apart. You know they've made billions with their GTA Online. Like there is no reason for them to release a new game and have it be fucked up. We'll have bugs, of course. That is inevitable. It's
Yeah.
impossible. You cannot release a game without bugs. It will have bugs. But to the
Yeah.
point where it's like a cyberpunk issue, there's no excuse for that when you've had over a decade to work on this shit and you've got like fuck you money coming in from GTA Online. They can't fucking cash checks fast enough. They're making so much goddamn money from GTA Online. So
And now,
No,
and they know
there
everyone's
is no
biting at the
excuse.
bits for this fucking game. Everyone's biting at the bit for this fucking game. So if this game
People
comes
are already
out in a
scheduling
less
days
than
off.
stellar, in less than stellar variation,
bro,
it's
there are
going to-
Ethiopians.
Wait,
with
how
no
many
fucking
views
internet
did
that
it
are
have
excited
on
about this game.
YouTube?
Like
How many views?
160 million.
131 million in one day, in 24 hours. So they got
Yo.
more views than GTA 5's trailer did in 12 years.
shit. Fuck.
Just so you
Everybody
know,
was-
only one of those views is mine. I'm
This
not one
game's
of those
gonna do
who's
big time
watched it like
numbers.
17 times.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Of course, it's
Probably
gonna be
big.
big fucking. Dude, my wife
That's
who doesn't even
crazy.
play video games, she said you must have watched the GTA 6 trailer. I'm like, how the fuck do you know about GTA
Bro,
6?
they
You
they
know what the
talked
words-
about this
letters
game
GTA 6.
on primetime cable news. They're like, oh,
Yes,
and,
they
let's
did.
not talk about the war in Afghanistan or the war in wherever the fuck the war is now. Let's
They
talk about
talked about
GTA
it on the
6.
goddamn Today Show. They talked about the trailer on the
Yeah.
goddamn Today Show.
Rockstars. Freak.
This game gonna do
Grand
big
Theft Auto
numbers.
6.
When you got like
Has
Bill
broke
Cosby and all them
records
talking
in
about
YouTube.
your goddamn game, dude, that's saying a lot. You know, that's all I can
And
say.
previously, GTA 5, I think, held the record for the fastest game to earn $1 billion. It did it in like a day.
No,
So
this is gonna do it
GTA
in
6
less
now,
than
with the
that.
game industry growing as much as it has, shit, GTA 6 is gonna fucking do some goddamn numbers. I just
All
hope
I
they
can
don't try to
say
charge
is-
us $100
And the
for it.
fact that it's Vice City, the
Oh, yeah.
best fucking one, the best GTA ever.
Hey, if there is not a fucking Pitbull cameo in that game, 0 out of 10.
Yo.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
if it's in Florida, if it's
and
in
a fucking
Florida,
coyote howl.
if it's in Florida, it could also have like Vanilla Ice could pop in there too. So
Ugh.
well, some of the shit I've said, some of the
but it
shit they
won't have
said
the
about
same
this game, if
impact.
it comes to fruition,
Oh.
it's going to be really fucking impressive. They said over 75% of the building you can walk inside and interact and do
That
shit with.
when I heard that stat, bro, my fucking mind blew. I was like, I mean,
Yeah.
granted, we don't know what the interiors of these buildings are going to look like, but dude, that's getting closer to the dream. The dream has always been like, if I see a building, let me walk in that shit. Even if I can walk in only 10 feet and the rest of the doors are locked, at least let me walk in that shit. Because when you go to every door and you can't open it, that kills immersion, right? That's the dream. So
Exactly.
70% in a
Actually-
game this big, fuck, dude, that's impressive.
You,
Like,
you know
we
what
always
kills
talk about-
immersion for me? When I launch a grenade at something and the building doesn't get damaged. That's what kills my immersion.
Oh no.
That's the next
Seriously.
level dream, Paul. That's the next level.
Are
I
you
mean,
talking
we'll
about-
give-
Oh my God, then
and
you
know,
should-
and be
Then
real.
you should play the finals. Because literally, like, for a shooter, since you do play, like, the finals is like anything, like, the buildings start.
Everything's destructible. Yeah.
Yeah, everything. It's so much fun. So it's like when I try to, like, steal someone's payload, like, I just freaking start throwing, like, fucking grenades, and the literal, like, concrete starts breaking, and it comes down, and then I'd be able to steal it. Like, you're able to think of, like, crazy fucking ways to, like,
No.
make sure
Like,
that you
I want a
either
game
steal.
that we get that ends up turning out like that demo that we saw for what do you call it? What the hell's
Crackdown 3.
damn it?
Yeah, Crackdown.
Crackdown
No,
3.
not
Thank you,
Crackdown.
Jesus
What
Christ.
was
Yeah,
that
Crackdown
game?
3. That first demo.
I'm
they
gonna
showed us
stream
where
it. I'm gonna
bullets made
stream it
bullet,
later,
size holes.
so you could see.
Yeah.
Like when we get to that shit, because when we saw that demo, I was like, "Yo, that shit is impressive as fuck." The game ended up not being quite that, but like, bro, when we get to that level, that is insane. Being able to level skyscrapers.
Well, here's the thing, right? Like,
Cries
for
in
example,
Battlefield.
we always talk about
Yeah.
like I'm actually happy the direction the industry is going. Like, I mean, you look at this game and they're building one, they're still staying in Vice City. As far as we know, you can't travel to another city. It's still only encapsulated in Vice City. But there's so much space in a city that as gamers we don't really get access to, like inside a building, right?
Mhm.
So we're so busy like trying to build bigger and bigger worlds and universes that we fail to notice that, hey, well, wait a minute, if we just build a city and make it totally interactive,
Well, you can make
that
it
shit is
extremely
huge as
detailed.
fuck.
Yeah, it's
You know,
kind of
that's
like
huge as fuck.
it's kind of like not probably the best example, but in terms of like you can build scope in terms of like space travel. What they're showing in No Man's Sky, dev team was like, "Fuck it, we're on one planet, but we're actually trying to capture the scope of the planet."
Right,
Not
no
sure
fire,
how
yeah.
high that, like not sure how accurate it's going to be, if it's going to be a retread of No Man's Sky. But this on the topic of
Right.
like you can explore one city, and if you're really trying to get the scale, there's so much shit you can do. Like it's ridiculous, but yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
Now,
we're at the
here's an
point now where we're getting diminishing returns in terms of graphical, prowess when it comes to these games. So what's the next thing? It's like, okay, we can't make the game really look all that much better graphically. So the next thing we can do is how do we actually, deal with the world, all the buildings
Make
we
it
can
feel
go into,
lived
or
in.
the physics that are
Right.
enacted on the world, shit like that, where we can use the horsepower in these machines to do something other than just make it look nice, because they already look fucking nice, and we have diminishing
Right.
returns on trying to make it look nicer.
I just
mean,
want
I
to
don't
say.
think the graphics need to be improved that much more anymore. Like, seriously, like, what are you gonna get?
I mean,
Like,
they can. We can get to photoreal,
Oh,
but
see
I
the
mean, at that
sweat.
point,
No.
the horsepower required to get to photoreal and 100% lifelike hair physics and shit, like the trade-off for that, like I'd rather have a game that's more stylized like a GTA or like an arcane game where it doesn't look
Yeah.
exactly like real life, but they use the horsepower for better things like physics, like environmental effects, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
I just want to say I'm
You were
praying
saying?
for Series S. I'm praying for you, man. I don't know how it's gonna work for you, but
Bro, I'm praying for all this. So the second I saw that trailer, I was like, "Where's the PS5 Pro at? Where's the Pro at? My PlayStation it's gonna kill itself. I need a Pro." Like I don't know how,
Oh,
how
man.
the Series X and PS5 are gonna run this game at anywhere near 60 frames. I can't see it. I just can't.
see, the
Not
scary-
looking
the-
like that. No
I
fucking
don't know.
way.
The concerning thing is this: we do know about a PS5 Pro in the works, but we know that Xbox doesn't have a mid-gen refresh, at least for a CPU upgrade or even a GPU upgrade. They're just doing the same thing, but they're making it a totally a diskless box.
Diskless.
From what we know.
If they
Going
do
off of their
that, I
release.
mean, that we
If they
still
do
have,
that, yeah.
we have no solid
we
information
don't.
on even that. Just because it was in the paperwork doesn't
Yeah,
mean they're actually moving forward with it.
even the Pro that's in the works, we don't know about. It was quote unquote in the
Yeah.
works. Nobody fucking knows for sure.
Well,
I will tell you
here's-
though,
here's
I
the
was
topic.
definitely against the idea of a mid-gen refresh until I saw this game, and I was like, I take it back. I'm gonna contradict myself.
Yeah, I
Give
want
me,
a
give me a
mid-gen
better powered machine. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
time to
better-
go to PC Master Race, man. Get you 4090.
according to Chill Game, thank you for coming in. By the way, hit the like and the subscribe button, sir, if you like what you're watching.
Well,
It will
fine.
be
Even if you don't
60
like it, hit the
FPS,
like
yeah.
anyway. We won't
Yeah,
tell.
hit the like and we need them. Anyhow, so 60 FPS. I think that it needs to be 60 FPS. I mean, I can't play a game anymore with 30 FPS.
I don't know if I would
it doesn't
say
need it. It's not
yeah.
a Twitch reflex
It's not
type
Twitch
game,
shooter.
but,
Plus,
I mean,
It
well,
just
will it
feels good though.
will it be nice?
It just
Oh yeah,
feels
no,
good.
definitely. I think I prefer 60 FPS always, but looking at how Starfield has done, and people's like, God damn, it's 30 FPS, and people still. I put hundreds of hours into Starfield, and I'm just like, there you have it. It doesn't need to be 60, but I would definitely prefer it to be 60. So
Well, Emmanuel A1 says Series S safe Skate 3 according to Larian Studios. Therefore,
Well, actually,
it's the
I am
console of the
interested to
year.
see how it
What's the
runs
problem?
on the Series S because that was the remember when it got delayed. That was the thing they were saying it's because of the Series S. So I want to know if they're,
Yeah.
So how did it save the game? I don't understand how that.
I don't I don't know either,
I think
but
he's
I'm
being
just
sarcastic.
I just want to know
Oh.
really from somebody who owns a Series S how well does it run?
So Emmanuel said, "Fuck that potato."
My fucking potato.
Cells
runs,
can let you know.
baby. I can
And
play on
well-
that shit for hours.
Well, here's
Doesn't
something
get
that-
hot. This shit's a fucking beast. For a little baby potato. I love it.
put it in that work.
Let me say this though. I don't know when-
Starfield looked beautiful for me.
Well, I mean, if you look at the GTA 6 trailer, there was these little snippets of what looked like their Instagram or TikTok, whatever they're gonna have in the game, right?
Their
Yeah,
social
like
media?
their equivalent.
Yeah, their social media thing. Right. So everyone saw that. My little boy, of course, like when I walked in from work, he was jumping up and down. Like, did you see this GTA 6 trailer? I'm like, no.
This
I've
little
not."
boy, 6'2", 220.
Oh,
This little
look.
boy,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's still little, he's
His
still-
little boy was like, "Yo,
Wait,
daddy,
wait,
you see them pigs? You see them bitches twerking, daddy?"
No, but like he's like, I can't wait to start posting on their TikTok page. So I was thinking, if they have a social media within the game, it's going to be interesting to see how that social media platform blows up, or if it does blow up. I have a theory that if they have a social media that's within the game, that social media app is going to be bigger than that in a real life, some sort of real life social media platform right now. So I'm
Yeah,
just putting it
oh
out
my
there.
gosh. Hey, bro, you gonna hop in on that Twitter? Nah, man, I'm hopping on that Rockstar. What? I don't. What?
Well, I mean, you know,
Well, remember
we've
everything
seen
we
it
saw
before,
was single
right?
player. They, we know that the multiplayer is not going to drop when the game drops. That just.
Oh, it's not.
What was it? What was it? 6 months for GTA 5? It was something like half. a
Something
year.
like that, yeah.
Half
It
a
was-
year.
it
There
took a
is
minute,
no
yeah.
fucking way they're launching this game day and date without the online.
Yeah, they
component.
will
I'm telling
because
you.
if you want it without bugs and shit,
still
yes,
like
they will.
Ryan.
If you want it
Yeah.
without
They're
bugs
gonna-
and shit,
they
yes,
will
they
release
will.
the fucking online before they release the single player. I promise you
No,
that.
no, no, no,
no,
no.
no.
Uh-uh,
I
No
think
way.
right now
No
they're
way.
just
Show
sitting
the
there
multiplayer. Why would they
grinding the
release
fuck out of the single player experience. We're gonna launch single player experience, get all the accolades, get all the awards, get all the records broken, and then 6 months later, then they drop the GTA Online 2 after they
Did
polished the shit out of that.
did Red Dead release the multiplayer and single player together? Did
No,
they-
no.
But
Okay.
Red Dead
Nope,
Online
they
was
released it
nowhere
later,
near
and
what
then
GTA
it died
Online
within
is.
minutes.
But see,
No,
but
still just-
see, Wise, you're forgetting all the people that are currently on GTA 5 online are not going to want to switch over.
Yeah,
They
like
have
they're
too
still
much
raking in money
invested.
for that.
They
Yeah.
have too much invested in it. They're not going to want to readily just jump over. Plus, the online aspect is where you're going to run into the glitches and the bugs and the shit like that. So they don't want to put that out initially with the game because that will drive the game down. People will drop interest real quick.
And also, we
So-
really don't know what their online strategy looks like. Does it look like okay?
No,
is it
we
just
don't know
gonna
how
be-
they're gonna go
Oh,
about
man, it's
migrating
gonna look
people
like
over.
it's gonna look
Yeah,
like
they-
GTA 5. What you mean? No.
I sincerely doubt that.
Yeah, they don't know how they're gonna they haven't discussed how they're gonna if they're gonna migrate people over, if they're just gonna slowly wean people off of 5 into 6.
Migrate? No, they're gonna shut the servers down on
Yeah.
the first one and be like, "Oh, you go into
But-
withdrawals, bitch? You that cold turkey, bitch?
No.
Get the
Oh,
new
yeah.
motherfucker."
But they'll probably wait a couple of years before they do that too.
Yeah, no, it's
They'll
gonna.
probably
I just don't see like. Yeah, sure, they're gonna try to drag people into GTA 6, but I don't see like if they still have people
Yeah.
that want to stay on GTA 5 and get money from them. I'm
Yeah.
just like, why would you cut it off? Even if you got people moving to 6, like you still, if 5 is still printing money, I don't know why. you would
Let's be
turn it off.
honest though. Who the fuck is gonna want to stay on GTA? I don't give a shit if someone spent $600 on fucking leather pants and
Yeah.
hats in GTA 5 online.
That's true.
Who's
You'd
not
be
porting
you'd
over
be
to the new
surprised.
GTA
You'd be
Online?
surprised.
With,
Yeah,
you'd be surprised
definitely
with all the mods and stuff that
I
they've
would be.
invested. You'd be
I
really
would be.
surprised.
Yeah,
And then
I mean,
There's also the issue of
character
if
growth
keeping both
and-
systems up and running. You have to
Mhm.
keep teams up and running for both to keep them both.
Okay, so
There's also the
but-
aspect
I
of if
just
nothing carries
can't
over,
see-
like some people just like, man,
that's
I'm
gonna be-
attached to what I got.
If there was anything that had FOMO for those motherfuckers, it's got to be the new version of the thing you invested years of your life into. Like, how do you not have FOMO for the new one? Like, I can't see them not wanting to come over.
Well, they're gonna have to have some sort of online strategy because if you think about it, they got two.
They will, but
protagonists
it's
you
not
play
going to
at
be
the same
day
time.
one. But it's probably not going to be day one.
But would they have co-op?
Yeah, it's not
like
gonna be
online
day one,
co-op
Alex,
available
or-
day one? Because
No.
they're playing as two
No.
protagonists at the same time, right?
No,
One is the male and
no. I
female.
mean, we had
That's what
3
I'm
Oh,
in the
saying.
last game.
it's going to be
Yeah.
just like 5. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
single player. I hope it's not co-op. Like, leave it single player. Like, when you start trying to
Yeah,
add
'cause
co-op, and
you
shit to
have,
these games, that's when they start getting fucked up.
Because you have a dedicated multiplayer side for that and built that side all around it. Trying
Yeah.
to incorporate into the single player, that just gets messy.
Look, what do you
Like,
have to say about
online's
the
all
spin-off
about
of
playing with
one?
your friends. Leave that shit out of the main game.
I would like that, but I don't know if they business wise that the higher ups would approve of something like that. Look, what do you think about all this?
It's going to affect the story. Go low.
I'm with you guys. I think it's going to launch day and date with the game. I don't think they're going to shut down the servers for 5, but I think it's going to launch day and date. When we look at the delay for 5, right, for online, I don't think even Rockstar knew what GTA Online was going to turn into.
Oh, they've
I
said
don't
as
think
much. Look, they said they
even-
had no idea that it was going to be the monster. It is.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have 10 years of watching that thing dominate. Obviously, they've got it ready to go day one. To the point where I'm pretty sure they neglected the campaign.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I
too.
think-
I agree with that statement.
I think
You
I
when
think
you're
the
wrong, I'm going to
city-
fly to Africa and laugh in your face. That's all I'm
I told you
saying.
some
Yeah.
chicks.
Like,
cool,
I have to
bro.
Texas. You have to go to Texas, not Africa.
You have to go to Texas.
no,
Yeah.
no, no.
Yeah, bro. He's
Real
in
quick.
Congo, Texas.
Go ahead.
Let's say thank you to Jeff Keighley. He was in a rush yesterday, but I still got my award. Thank you so much, Jeff Keighley. I appreciate it. Podcaster
Somebody
of
start
the
playing the
year.
music.
Thank
La,
you.
la, 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 la. You guys start getting on stage.
Sorry, Loki. You would have had more time, but Anthony Mackie is yelling at the audience for 45 minutes.
I can't. I'm sorry. I don't want to go off the road with that. I'm like, bro, you get people off the stage and he's just yelling at people for 5 minutes. Oh, you back there? I'm like, bro.
And
This man trying to
I'm
give a
pretty
hard
sure he was yelling at nobody. He's like, I love you more. No, you shut up. I'm like, bro, nobody's talking to you.
I bet the audience was talking.
Shut up,
I bet the audience was talking to him. I bet the audience was talking.
No, man.
Right?
Anyway,
You're like,
that
yo,
one of those
Andy,
awards
shut
that
the
was on the
fuck up.
pre-show? Was that one of those awards that was on the pre-show that girl?
Yeah.
No, that was toward the
Yeah.
end. That was toward.
She quickly no. There was
Oh,
one in the pre-show,
your
the 30
award.
minute
Yeah,
pre-show.
your award was
Yeah,
right
yeah,
after the
they-
accessibility award, wasn't it? Yeah.
the-
Yeah, you got voted. You got voted
You know
best
what?
tie.
At least I got an award. All right. At least I got something. So there's that. There's that.
You don't know they
So,
give everyone
anyway-
a fucking award these days, man. I'm sorry.
Yo, pretty much. So just to round up my point, Cerebral, I hope I'm wrong, and I hope you get to laugh at
I do
me.
too.
But I think the campaign is going to be Call of Duty levels of laughable.
no,
No.
They're gonna
No.
I'm not talking about
No.
7 hours. Hold on. I'm not saying 7 hours like Call of Duty. I'm saying comparing it to all the other GTA games previously, it's going to be laughable. It's gonna be very short. They're just gonna want you to understand how the world works, familiarize yourself with the map, and then
Oh my God.
online. That's what
They,
I expect.
And you
the
know what?
campaign is gonna be a
I-
5-mission tutorial. And it's like, all right.
I'm willing to say that I think the campaign is going to be longer than GTA 5.
I
Oh,
hope
really?
I
Why?
hope you're right.
If you're making a world, well, the size of the world that's tied to this multiplayer as
you're
well. But
right.
like, if you're making a massive world that's shorter than, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
They've
but
had 12 years to write a story. Okay, I mean, come on. They've had-
I just don't see it. Like,
I think
I
you guys
just
have too much
do not see
faith
it.
in corporations. I think you guys
That's
have
what
too
I'm
much faith in
saying.
corporations.
No, it's one of those situations of like, you don't have the record of doing otherwise. It's the thing. Like, if they have the record of like, yeah, we are, aside from the GTA
No,
remaster,
you know what the
situation,
record is? Do you know what the record
if anything, like the very lackluster art Red Dead 2 argue otherwise. But
Let me tell you what
Yeah.
the record is, Triple. The
Mhm.
record is Rockstar consistently for 10 plus years releasing games every 2 to 3 years. That was the record.
but
As
Each-
soon as they went a decade
mhm.
without releasing a game, they, for me at least, they remove themselves from their previous pattern. At that
So-
point, you can now be like, okay, anything's possible.
So my
They
question.
might
okay,
come
so
out-
I have a
But
question
if
for you.
we're
I have a
talking-
question for you.
if we're
Wait, I have a
talking
question.
on I just want to say, if we're talking on the cadence of the delivery, has the quality also dropped? Because if you said they start releasing them back to back, but the longer that they waited for a game to come out, the quality is still there. Like, you know,
I'm not
that's
saying the quality is gonna go down, guys. Wise was just talking about the dev that says that the game looks exactly like the trailer. The quality at Rockstar will always be.
I mean,
up
one can
there.
argue if
I am
it's a lot shorter than the
specifically
other
talking-
games. That's
I am
just keep arguing.
specifically
And
talking about
far to
length
this-
of
this point,
campaign.
Alok,
Okay, so I have a
and
question
so
real
far to
quick. I have
this
a
point, every Rockstar
What?
game's
Yeah.
campaign has been longer than the previous Rockstar game. Red Dead Redemption 2's campaign
Yes.
is vast
Yes.
longer than Grand Theft Auto 5's. So, and
Yes.
Grand Theft Auto 5 is vastly longer than Red Dead Redemption and the other, GTA games.
Yeah.
So for GTA
Anything
6 to
people
now
like.
not
I-
do
I was-
that,
I was
yeah,
gonna
it's-
say-
It's, you know
I was
how
gonna
in
say the-
GTA
And
5, the
you may be-
campaign.
Yeah, you may be
if we're
100%
going
correct,
by
Lo.
how long to beat,
No,
like
go ahead,
if-
Paul, sorry.
I was just saying, if we're going by how long to beat, like the main story is like 31 and a half hours. So go
Yeah,
ahead,
but
Paul.
there's
well,
so
and I was
much you
I
can
was
do.
gonna. So I was gonna ask Loke. So do you think it's gonna be as long as the Red Dead Redemption 2 campaign, which is a decent length, or do you think they're gonna truncate it?
Yo,
And it's a good
I still
story,
haven't
and
finished.
it's a great
Truth
story.
be
and-
told, listen
still-
to some of the dialogue on Red Dead. If it's shorter, it sounds like that's not really a bad thing because some people felt like it was longer. But of course, things were
I
very-
love Red Dead. I
It's
love the
longer.
Red Dead Redemption.
It's
2.
longer.
Yeah.
Red Dead's
but
I've always
campaign
wanted
Red
to
Dead
play
Redemption 2
Red Dead.
ended,
longest.
and then you had another fucking 10 hours of John Marston. Then, like,
Yeah,
why are we
it's the
playing this John Marston?
longest.
The game should have ended when
Red
the main
Dead
character
2
dies. Why are we playing this whole another 10
Yeah.
hours?
Oh, I
Red
like
Dead
it, but see,
2.
I love that story though. You know, you say that, but that story actually left you feeling like you were in a real world with a real person. You know, it didn't just.
No doubt.
Oh,
No
I
doubt.
want to
Again,
play that now.
But my
Chill getting
insistence, my
saved.
insistence
It's
with
like
this is that
GTA, but
guys,
in the West.
corporations don't listen to how we feel. Corporations listen to where we spend our money.
Mhm.
And
Where our
we've
kids
been
are
But a
telling
lot of-
Rockstar for years. We've been telling Rockstar for years. we don't care that you guys didn't drop DLC, a story campaign DLC for GTA 5. We're good. Just keep giving us shark cards. We kept telling them that.
I mean, it's
And
kind
now,
of
Yeah,
you-
because those endings
now we're
were
gonna
already
sit here-
good. You
now we're
you get to
gonna sit here
experience
and say
three
that
from
we
three different
that
point of
same
views.
corporation that we've been communicating that we're willing to give you money for online, and we're not really stressed about the campaign or extras story wise, right? Now we're going to assume that this corporation will be like, no, let's not stress ourselves with taking as much money from them in terms of online. Let's craft an amazing campaign.
wait.
I'm
but
not
you're-
saying that that's
it's-
not what they're going to do. I just
At
feel
the
like
same time,
corporations-
because
Rockstar's stance. I feel like there are certain
Look,
games that
I-
feel like
you know
in the
what,
industry that, like,
Cozy's face right
they
now
become
is
known
my
for
face.
a thing.
Like-
Like, Naughty Dog is known for their thing. Rockstar is known for
Cozy, her
their
expression is
thing.
the way I'm looking
And
right
if
now.
Rockstar were to
Yeah.
sort out on the campaign and not give us a full-length campaign, I think that like we know Rockstar for making these great single-player adventures, and for them to short out on that
Yeah.
goes almost against everything that Rockstar has been
But
for decades.
But you
Would they
don't
do it for the
understand,
sake of
Super.
money?
There's the problem.
Maybe.
There's Rockstar,
Maybe.
and then there's Take Two. They might have conflicting.
Well,
interests.
again, you're.
No, I understand.
I hope I'm
Like,
wrong,
but
guys.
there's certain developers like Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog could be making all kinds of shit, but they're like, "Oh, we're amazing storytellers. We're gonna hold on, let me fart in this glass and sniff it." Oh yes, we're amazing storytellers. So all our games are gonna be these amazing stories because we're Naughty
Yeah,
Dog,
what the
right? Like
fuck?
that's
Wait.
what Naughty Dog does.
I'm
now.
Hello,
not- I
Jack
wanna
and
say-
Daxter.
Well, like I'm just trying to.
And we'll
I
never
wanna
see the
say
Jack
I-
and Daxter
fucking
because now
what you're
Naughty
going
Dog is like
for,
they're like,
but I
all we
just
make
don't.
is serious games
I
now.
just don't, because
If
it's
they
not.
remade that game,
Rockstar
I'll
hasn't showed that they're incapable of doing both. Now, granted, depending on who you ask when it comes to at least Red Dead, on the other hand, but they haven't shown that, hey, if you're going to get a stellar multiplayer, the single player is going to have to suffer. They haven't showcased that. And yeah, people are constantly buying shark cards and staying in the world. But if that was the case, then it's like, hey, if we took that logic, almost saying like, hey, we see you guys are loving our game. Why are we even making another one? You guys are fine with what we got. But if you're saying what the fans are showing us, the fans are showing they're fine with what they got 10 years and they're still in GTA 5. Like, that's the case. Why make a 6? And we're listening to the fans. So I just don't see it. I don't see it. I could be wrong. You could be wrong. We could both be wrong. I don't know.
For
But-
the sake of,
I hope you're
being
right,
able to move on to
Triple.
another topic. Let's say that
I
we
hope
all
you're right.
hope that Loke is wrong, but there is a chance that
Yep.
he's right. Let's all fucking.
I
pray
hope
for
Loke
fucking
is
Jesus
right.
Christo and the Virgin Maria that he's wrong.
I just have no
God
faith
damn
in
it, Sales. Why?
corporations,
No, take
guys.
another shot. Take another
That's-
goddamn shot, Sales.
I want
Me?
Loke to
Hell
be
no.
right.
Absolutely not.
Cozy's the
Yeah.
one who said that. Cozy's the one who said
I want
that.
not only do I want Loke to be
Hey,
right,
yeah, nice
I
to see
want
you here,
them to
buddy.
charge. I want them to charge $100 for the base game.
Don't say that.
Fuck.
You're just like, oh, to
They
burn
can
the
do
world
it.
down.
Oh.
Yeah,
No,
I won't even say.
people
are
are
still
still
I'm
going to
not
buy it though.
Crap, you
People
said
will
that.
still
That's
buy it.
why it's
I am
beautiful.
people. I would pay $100 to play GTA 6.
Oh yeah,
Do
people
y'all
will.
think?
No,
Okay, so chill gaming.
I would too. I would too. This is one of those instances where people are like, "Oh, $70 for games. You're an idiot if you pay that much."
I'm not
No,
gonna
if I
hype.
see
I'm not
value
gonna
in the
buy it,
game,
but shit,
I don't
people
mind
gonna
paying
buy
that
it.
much.
Like,
That's
For
why I
GTA
say they
6,
should
if
do
they're
it.
like $120 for GTA 6, and I saw value in it, dude, why not? Especially if it's been 12 years they've been working on it. Fuck it, give them their
35 hour
$120.
round
Nope.
was it?
I'm gonna enter every. I'm gonna enter every.
That.
I'm gonna enter every fucking giveaway that crosses my timeline. I'm gonna hope the program gives me one. I am.
And I don't blame you all, but I also and obviously it's not everybody, but I personally feel like video games have been mostly $60 our entire lives as the cost of development has increased exponentially. And people don't remember back in the 90s, you used to get Super Nintendo games for $120. Like shit was
We didn't ask
expensive
you
back
to
in the
Fuck
day.
the
increase
90s, then the
cost
80s
of
on
making
in the
games.
80s on the Atari 2600. On the Atari 2600, some of those
No,
cartridges were
we're talking about
70, 80
90s. We're
bucks.
talking about 90s, bro.
But,
Super
and I'm talking about
Nintendo.
80s.
Super.
I'm talking about in the
We as
80s
the
on
fans have not asked
Yeah.
anyone to increase the cost of making the games. All right, technology has
don't-
made it so these corporations don't actually have to increase the cost. They're the ones making the decisions to increase the cost. That's
I
a
see
you
Loki
problem,
now.
bro.
I know,
That's
but
not a
look,
we
it's
problem.
I think
right?
it's unfair at the same time to sit there and be like, well, nobody asked them to make these grand games, but at the same time, we're asking, yo, we want
Same
bigger,
people.
we want better.
How
we want
many
more
how many
grand.
times have you heard
People
in
like
this generation? I have
Let
not
me
seen a new next
let me
gen
tell
game.
you
Oh
what
my
the
gosh.
problem is, Super.
Wait, seen
You know the
what?
word blockbuster for movies, right? The word that they use for
Blockbuster.
big movies. They call them blockbusters.
Right.
Blockbusters used to be special because every year we would get like 3, 4, maybe 5 blockbusters. Now the movie industry is suffering so bad because every movie is a blockbuster. Most
Right.
movies used to be like
This
10
summer,
million,
this year,
15
Blockbuster,
million every year,
the
right?
number
That's
one
what
movie in
the average
America.
of making a movie was. And then the blockbuster would be like
Yep.
50 million, 100 million.
Right.
The number
Now,
one movie this summer.
every movie is
Yeah.
100 million to make, but that's their decision. The new Godzilla movie that just came out apparently
Minus
was
one?
just 15 million.
Mhm.
Apparently, it's
It was.
awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, it
making
is
I
bank.
read about that, and
The
it's just like
Marvels,
bro.
the
Yep.
Marvels was 300 million.
Yep.
They have to make $1 billion just to break even, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not our problem. Same thing with games. In my
I
opinion,
understand
most
but
games should be
with the two
double A
movies, it's a
or
little
1A.
different, though.
We should get
1A.
AAA. AAA should be like 5 or 6 AAA games a year. Now everything is
but
AAA.
now
Bro, we ain't got the time. We ain't got the
See,
money.
me personally, I want those AAA games, dude. I want those giant blockbuster games. That's not everybody.
Every 2
obviously.
weeks.
Clearly, you're not. You want the double A's. Oh, not every 2 weeks. No, but do we get them every 2 weeks?
That's what's
no. We've
happened.
never gotten them every 2 weeks.
Okay,
No.
2023. So okay, I'm gonna look up an Excel sheet for. I'll make an Excel sheet for you for next week's. Friday.
I don't know.
It's
2023.
ridiculous, dude. The list,
Hey,
the
make
list
me-
of
I will
games-
say, I
the
will
list of
say,
games
Okay,
is
fuck
I'm not
it.
going to
No, no,
deny
no,
that
no, no, no.
2023
Yeah.
had a lot
It's
of dang
insane.
games.
So I
But
will say
this year is a
2023
unique
might
year.
not be
This
the
year is
best
not- this year
because
Everything is
not
100
the
million
norm,
plus this year.
right?
It's crazy.
yeah,
not-
it is
it's
not the
not
norm.
sustainable.
We don't have a
I will-
2023 every year. This is a amazing year. All right, why is playing music? The fucking Scatman came out.
Yeah.
Gave me the hook. All right,
Okay,
stop.
so Wise is yelling at us. We're talking too much. What is it, Wise? Take charge here. I fell off a cliff. Damn it. What's going on?
That is a
Okay,
good
punch me in
idea,
the kidney.
Wise.
Punch
I'm
me in the
gonna steal
kidney.
that one.
I just want to let you guys know,
That's a
Wise
good
is a
one.
violent man. He punched me in the kidney.
Oh
Give
shit.
us 30 seconds like they did to the devs.
Oh, we have.
Oh,
No, you gotta start playing
They got-
music and
they
it's
got-
slowly
Well,
creeping.
No,
see,
they
wow.
got less than. Oh shit, Cozy's here.
Wow.
Didn't
Can I
even
talk about
notice.
my award
Okay.
He's
again?
been
Can I
here.
talk about my award
What
again?
Wise.
Can I?
Listen. I've been drinking.
All right, that's a no then.
I've been
All right,
drinking.
Okay.
I've
whatever.
been drinking.
All right, Wise. What's our next topic?
Hey, all right, so,
Wrap this
okay,
shit up.
not our next topic. I do want to bring up what somebody said in the chat. Chill Gaming said GTA 6 he said he's estimating it's going to be a 45 to 60 hour campaign. I want to bring Cozy into this. Cozy, do you agree with this statement?
She plays Warframe.
I
Who
would never
cares?
play.
Yeah, she doesn't
GTA.
play these kind of games, so she doesn't give
I
a
would
yeah.
never. So I
The
don't.
second I saw Warfare
doesn't
the
give
game
a
words, I was
fuck.
like,
Keep
Cozy,
asking
somewhere
her.
Cozy
Wise,
went.
keep asking her.
No, do not keep asking me. I don't play Rockstar games.
Okay, so anyone agree with this that it's going to be a 45 to 60 hour campaign?
Ask
Obviously,
the
Fuck,
real
I hope
gamer
he's
about
right.
that.
If
I
it was
hope
the
he-
same
Yeah,
like
that's about where I-
GTA
that's where I
5,
would want it.
that'd
That's
be
where I would
fine.
want it.
Oh, you guys are
Woo!
fucking delusional. There's no
That
fucking
would be
way.
sexy.
You'll be lucky to get 25 hours out of this.
25 hours? Oh, man.
I did
No.
GTA 6.
Well, hold on. Now that you think
Listen.
about it, it's 2 versus 3, so therefore, it's a shorter campaign. You only got 2 characters to
listen.
focus on this time. The math
Wait,
pans
hold
out.
on. What's the amount you're saying, Wise?
I'm saying you're
Oh,
lucky to
How
get.
long
I
do you
mean,
think it's
I
gonna
agree totally wholeheartedly with what Luke is saying. I think that you guys are right that Rockstar wants to make a compelling single player game, but I don't
Yeah.
think that meshes with what Take Two wants from Rockstar. Because
Right.
Take
So
Two
what's
seems
the
to-
hour count you give?
I
So,
would say-
go
I
ahead.
would say at most 20 to 25 hours at most.
No, that's too short for.
Okay.
No,
I
that's
mean, I
too
know
too
it's
Since
longer
short,
than
you
but I
were
doubt
a
it.
wonderful kind man and sent me easily over $30, $40 worth of liquor, I'll put $20 on that. It's going to be
Okay.
longer. If it's not, I will happily Venmo you, sir, $20.
Okay, so we're drawing
Yeah.
a line in the sand. $20. Okay, $20 bet.
Holy
We're
shit.
hearing it. Everyone's hearing it in the chat
$20
right
and
now.
25 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, $20. $20.
So,
25 hours.
Real
think it's
quick
fair,
to
'cause, I
answer
mean,
DMX in the
worth that much.
chat, a fellow Warframe player. No,
DMX.
she's the fellow Warframe player. It's only you two. That's all that's out there. That's just-
No, lots of
That's
people
all.
love and play
That's-
Warframe.
Damn.
What's it?
Yeah.
Cozy
DMX
and
is
someone
dead.
else are keeping that game alive.
Rest his soul.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, the Warframe devs are keeping the
Yes.
game alive by
Oh,
giving
wow.
us a steady stream of new content.
You know, I
Cope
will
and
say I
see,
am
Cozy.
waiting for
Cope
cross
and
What?
protection.
Nope, that's
and, yeah.
actually, factually incorrect. They actually give frequent good updates.
Mhm. You can throw
Okay, well.
you can throw magic out of a book now, so I don't know.
Frequent
some crazy
updates where the
shit.
game looks exactly the same as it looked the last
It
time.
looked
they
like
got
he was throwing
frequent
dollar
New
bills
content,
at
new
strippers. I was like,
levels,
what's
new
happening here?
frame.
Bro, it's like
He had his
Capcom announced
palm,
this,
he had
dog.
his-
I'm not trying to
Yeah,
talk
'cause he had
about
his
this.
palm
Why? Don't
open,
get me to
and
talk
then
about
he's
Monster
swiping
Hunter.
on it.
Come
I'm
man.
like, are those $10 bills? Are those $1 bills? What's happening?
only
Your
thing
body
I
says
care-
something
The
nice.
The only thing I care about the new one is that if it doesn't have unskippable cutscenes, I can't play it.
Yeah,
Okay,
see,
well,
So you're
because
saying
we
you
know that
fuck up
Cozy
the
doesn't
story.
actually want the
Goddamn.
story or anything. She just wants the stuff.
She just
Right.
wants
It's
to-
Cody's
Monster
savage.
Hunter. The
Some
story
bitch
is
and
always
she's like,
stupid.
skip this shit.
No,
Alright,
the
so
thing
let's
is
saying
Monster
words.
Hunter. The entire
Skip
thing is
this
you're just
shit.
running around killing monsters to
Okay,
wear
so
them.
let's go to the Game Awards.
Yeah,
One of
exactly.
the biggest news is announced was Capcom
Monster
announced a new Monster
Hunter
Hunter Wilds.
Wild.
And last night in the chat with us, Triple
Man.
went ballistic when he saw this. So he's like, "Oh my god, let's go!" It's like 2025. I'm like, dude, chill, you know. And
Hey
it's
man,
the-
I'm already just planning my timeout. All right, I'm planning a timeout.
and it's coming out in the same year as GTA 6.
I don't give a fuck.
God have mercy on Capcom, I guess. You know, I mean, you could say they have the courage to go.
As long as
we
they
don't
don't put
know
it
when
out the
they're
same
released.
month, as long as they don't do that, because World did some pretty solid numbers on its own, and you just don't put it out the same month as GTA. No game should be coming out the same month as GTA. Maybe not
Shit,
even the
man,
same
you know,
quarter.
Everyone and their mama is going to
as
avoid
GTA.
that like the fucking plague or COVID or some shit like that. No, people are going to take.
Dude,
the
it's
risk
gonna
of
be digital
more than
COVID. They're like, this motherfucker ain't got a mask? Oh hell no.
Warframe 2 great.
Yeah, I guarantee you
Oh,
if that-
Warframe.
If that game is going to come out sometime in October. GTA 6 is going to come out October of
forget they do that.
September.
2025.
I'm betting
September,
September.
September.
No, I'm thinking
one-
October, November for GTA 6. October, November, based
It's
on
going to
their.
be for the
Yeah,
Christmas time.
I think Paul's right. It's gonna be late 2025.
Right. And I guarantee
It normally
you
is. Isn't it normally like
everyone-
October, September?
Yep, October, November. I checked them all. All the mainline GTA stuff has been October, November.
and everyone
I agree
except
with- I
for
agree with
maybe
Sir Paul.
COD. Well, is there going to be a COD next year? Yeah, there's going to be that. What's that COD? That Gulf War COD, right? Or
Of
something.
Go
course
for it.
there is.
It's
always
not going to
been.
be in April. It's not going to be in April. Chill. Sorry, not going to happen. Not going to be
They
in the
already
springtime.
released a map for Warzone.
Nobody
For the
gives a
next
fuck
Wars.
what- Who cares about the?
I
Warzone
do
release
because I fucking play.
map? Oh, okay, shit.
Damn.
Alright.
You might
So
think,
by next year, we
I'm with
definitely are
Ryan.
gonna get something.
Who gives a flying fuck?
Fuck about
Yeah,
Warzone.
I give a fuck.
so about that Monster Hunter, yeah.
So did you
Oh,
say
man.
Warzone? I don't give a fuck.
later.
Okay, so
Yeah. Oh no.
That sounds like some mafia accents. What is that?
that's
Oh, that was-
SpongeBob,
was-
Dodo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right.
Actually motivated
No,
me,
I
sir.
just live in a neighborhood where everyone sounds like that, and I grew up in a neighborhood like that.
That's that.
But
would be the
there's
city.
people that sound with emphasis.
Okay, so,
Brooklyn.
okay,
So-
It's just
anybody
it's
interested
just
in
a
this
fucking
game?
exaggerated
Me.
Brooklyn accent.
So about that Monster Hunter, right?
Yeah, the Monster Hunter. Anyone interested? I mean, I think what they
You've been
showed
dying
is
for this
kinda
shit to be
rough on the
over.
edges, but it's probably pre-alpha because it's still 2025. so-
It's what they show. At least they're really focusing to try to really show the scope and scale that they're going for this time versus making it look as smooth and clean as possible. But yeah, it's a lot of people are wondering if it's just going to be a solid open world experience, and that would be pretty wild just to get a flat Monster Hunter open world game and
I tried to
yeah,
get
different
the game,
locales.
and Monster Hunter World was my first Monster Hunter, and I tried getting into it because I heard how great Monster Hunter was, and I couldn't do it, man. It's not for me.
Yeah, I can't do it either in any of the
Yeah,
Monster Hunter.
It's okay, man.
Nope.
It's
I
a niche
just-
It's like the
genre,
Persona
like
games.
Warframe.
I heard how amazing Persona was. I tried playing Persona 5, and I lasted all of about 30 minutes. And I was like, "Get this high school simulator the fuck off my console!"
I tried
I
Persona.
can't
I
do
couldn't
it.
get past like the first few minutes, but yeah.
All right, the next game that was announced was a game called OD coming for Xbox from Hideo Kojima's.
Fuck yeah, I'm playing
What?
that shit.
Hold on.
That
We don't even
shit
know what the
was-
fuck it is. We just
We
saw
don't even
somebody
know what the
screaming,
fuck it is. They
and
don't
that
even
was
know what
it.
the
What I want to know is how
Holy
did
shit.
Greg Miller know this shit? Greg Miller called this shit months ago.
Really? What did he
He's
say?
got
I
an
don't
inside
know.
person.
Greg Miller said that Kojima was going to announce a horror game, and that it was going to be in conjunction with fucking Jordan Peele. Months ago.
That
Mm.
shit in the pedigree.
Greg Miller
in
knows
that
a
shit.
motherfucker that knows a motherfucker.
There was also a picture of them together too.
You know, one thing that someone pointed out too is that Kojima stepped outside of the door from Silent Hill PT, and I was like, "Huh, it's interesting,
Oh,
very interesting."
really? Well, I mean, you know,
You know,
he
I
got
hope he
PT.
makes
I don't
the
know,
game. I hope he makes
think-
the game
I
he
think
wanted to make.
that-
Because Konami fucked him over hardcore. I hope he makes the game that he wanted to make.
Yeah,
it's
he
amazing,
wanted
because
to make
Konami fucked him
PT.
You got
He wanted to
Yeah.
make
The
fucking
name of
PT,
the
and
other
probably
thing.
Konami said no, no. So now he's like,
I-
all right,
I
Not,
fuck
just
not
you
even
wanna-
guys.
that. Not
I'm
even
gonna
that.
make
So
it in my own
Konami
studio.
Konami said,
And he can do
fuck
whatever the
you. You
fuck he
can't make the
wants.
game. They all said,
Konami.
fuck you. You can't go to the Game Awards.
Konami.
They denied him the ability to go to the Game Awards. That's how fucking petty
I-
Konami is. But no, he
Konami
to
is.
this day,
Yes,
can
Don, yes,
sell-
the name of Kojima
can
is
sell
legendary
PS4s
in the community.
with the PT demo on it for buku bucks. People are buying PS4s with the PT demo for a high
Right.
dollar amount. I don't understand why, but Laura, like people were definitely
Dude, I
into
got-
that
I
game.
got
So
a-
if
I
OD
got
is
that
anything
60
like what he
gig-
wanted to make, dude,
What you got,
I'm there.
Wise?
I got a 60 gigabyte old PS3 with a PT demo on it, and I'm willing to sell it.
PS3?
right now-
Sell that shit.
What?
Yep,
PS3?
I got a PS3 with a PT demo on it, and it actually is
PS3?
running-
Hold on, that's a PS4 game, ain't it?
I don't know how
PS4,
it's running. It's playing. I'm not gonna say it's playing well,
That's
but
insane.
yeah,
That shit
I
chugging
got-
at 2 frames a second. Got a
It's-
fucking PT
hey.
slideshow going on.
It's doing okay. I mean, I was gonna.
But
I was gonna put it on eBay and see how much I can get for it. I know the 60 gigabyte one, the one that is backwards compatible to the PS2
Sell
as
it
well.
for $500.
Nah, you gotta sell that shit
500.
for
Yeah,
you.
it's like
You
PS3
got if
fat.
it plays
the,
all
the one that has
old
the SD
PS2
card
games,
reader in the fucking front.
and it has a
Yeah,
PT
yeah, all of
demo.
that.
Yeah, man,
And the
sell it for a
PT
couple
demo.
thousand.
I can
I
get
have
it.
no
It's just
idea
crazy
what
how
all it is.
how much
Dude,
that
that's
PT demo
crazy.
exploded, how that thing became
What
like a
I'm really
cultural
curious about though
right?
is what it's
I've
a
only
horror
seen
game,
videos
and
of
it's
that
really
shit.
focused on using
I-
Microsoft Cloud Tech. Like,
Yeah,
What
I
what
think
does
that
that
it's
mean?
for people that are thinking it's going to be like a traditional game that we play. I think people expecting that are going to be, really.
Anybody who
Like
knows-
said, it's
anybody-
an immersive
I think it's gonna
experience.
be- I
God
think this is
knows
gonna
what the
be-
fuck it's
I
gonna
think this is
be.
gonna be the most. It's gonna be the most movie-like game that Kojima's ever made. I think it's gonna be almost like a choose your,
And that
your own adventure
shit is
type
going to be scary.
movie. It's gonna be
I mean, the
Okay.
less
But I don't
interactive it
think-
is,
I
the less
think it's
scary it
be
is.
a game.
I don't. I
It's gonna
mean,
be less
that's-
game and more
yeah.
interactive movie, which is fine.
Well,
Anybody who doesn't know Hideo Kojima's work doesn't know that he doesn't do normal or straightforward shit. Okay, you can expect a very weird
Uh-huh.
ride. You can
Right.
expect a very
Listen,
fucking
I
weird
played Death
ride.
Stranding and I still don't know what the fuck's going on. I beat that game. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. It's weird. Which
all I know is I can use my key
weird.
as a bomb. That's all I can say. That's all I got. But no, I mean, we don't even know what the fuck this game is. It's like a game, but a movie, but a new genre. And
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
think
use
it's
With
gonna be like almost like
cloud
one of those
tech or
choose
some
your own
shit.
adventure movies where you fucking
Something like,
you choose what
um,
happens, but you're not in
Baldur's Gate-
control.
Baldur Dash.
of
What's
what
that?
happens.
What's that game that people were
Like
playing?
on Netflix, they had the Bandersnatch movie.
Bandersnatch, yeah,
Weird,
that was the name.
weird fucking title. But there's a Bandersnatch movie on Netflix where after X amount of minutes you
Bandersnatch.
choose what the character does for the rest of
Yep.
the show or movie. And I think it's gonna be
Bandersnatch was
something
an
along
awesome
those
thing on
lines.
Yeah,
Netflix,
you
yeah.
know what's crazy?
What?
I
What?
saw what's that game that they announced that it's gonna be on Netflix?
But I also read a lot of those choose your own
Days.
adventure books. as a kid, so.
Thanks for stopping by, man. Take no.
What game was that? That it said all of the other consoles, but then it said Netflix as well.
I know what you're. I remember seeing Game Pass and Netflix on it. I can't remember which game.
Yeah, it was which game? That's
Wait,
like, so what
wait,
is it? It's
I
gonna-
had a note somewhere.
I may have made a note about that myself.
Hormonium. I think
That's
it was that
Harmonium.
Yeah, Harmonio.
The deaf one,
Harmonio?
the deaf
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
the-
yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Harmonio,
yeah. I watched that with my daughter. Like, I was just watching it, and
Listen,
then my daughter's playing. But then once she heard the singing and everything like that, she came up to the laptop. She was like, "What is this?"
Listen, I don't want to be an
But it is
asshole.
really cute.
and-
It's included.
as
Oh,
a
here we
disabled
go. Wait a
person, I just
minute.
wanna
Wait
say-
a minute.
Listen,
Wait a minute.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
It's
Listen,
beautiful
that-
that
that-
they are
that
being
people-
inclusive to fucking deaf children.
That's great.
It's beautiful.
Okay, then put them in wheelchairs. I'm in a wheelchair. How come they get before me? All I'm saying is that people still can't hear that
What?
game. They still can't hear it. So why make a game that's gonna?
Yeah,
probably
but
be
she's doing
shit?
sign
But hey,
language, so deaf children could fucking play it.
have
she's
you
doing
heard of
sign
subtitle
language.
cells? People can play Gears of War 5 with subtitles.
Oh
They
my
can play
No,
Infinite. They can
so?
play Uncharted 4
That's
with
not the
subtitles.
point of the
The
game.
whole
That's
point
not the
is
point
that
of the game.
These,
No,
that's
I
the
get
point of the game
I
that
get
they're
the
doing
point of the game, Paul. So
ASL.
when do wait, great, sounds great. Paul, when do we get our wheelchair game?
Make one.
Don't they got it where you can play like what's that side scroller game I saw people
Why don't you
playing?
play,
where you're in a
or just
wheelchair
play,
and
Or
you
just play
blow up and
Wheelchair
explode them.
Raccoon and what's the game?
Listen,
What?
but the thing is, me
What
and
wheelchair
Paul,
raccoon
even though,
are you
no, I'm
talking
not.
about?
Paul obviously has more issues with me when it comes to
In the
playing.
cooking
We can
game.
play
I
normal
don't
games and enjoy
really.
them. We don't need.
It's
I can't. I don't want to speak for Paul. Paul, do you see any type of benefit from having the character be in a wheelchair in the game?
So one thing I just want to say real quick is they're creating a game that they want to have players experience and have the character focus on certain disabilities. I don't really think anyone's saying like you got to start including everybody. It's like, hey, we got a vision we want to create, and that's pretty much it.
And also, it's because that's a
No,
sensitive
listen,
topic for
I'm
some
not saying-
people
I'm not
too.
saying they can't make that game, dude. Great, make that game. Make whatever you want. It's your time. It's your money. Make whatever you want. I mean, again, I can't speak for everybody. I personally don't see the point where they still can't hear the game, regardless of whether the game focused on having
I mean,
hearing
yes,
aids
the
and being
people,
deaf. They can't hear it.
not all people that
So,
are deaf are
well,
100% deaf.
Yeah,
but
some
bitch
people
was
can be
singing,
partially
and
deaf
totally
as well.
deaf people. No, and
Well,
totally
there's
deaf people.
another-
can
But
hear
but I
it.
think
another
real quick, I
perspective
think
to
that's what
see.
the visuals are for, though.
Yeah, and another perspective is
Yeah.
possibly this to show people what it's like to be deaf by
Right,
having
to
a
be
character
deaf.
focus. Yeah, so it's you're going on twofold, and I understand where you're coming from, Paul. Like you're representing
I
this
don't know, man.
group of people, but they can't
I-
enjoy it.
I
But
can-
then you're
I-
Well,
also.
I didn't.
I
No,
can
I'm not the one who
appreciate- I
said that.
can
I'm not the one who
appreciate
said that.
No, I'm sorry. I not Paul. Tupa. I'm sorry, Paul.
Listen, I'm
But
one of
I
the
get what you're
assholes
saying,
in this
Super.
conversation.
But like I get what you're saying. But it's
I love what they're doing, right? It's great. I love the intentions, but let's be honest. That's not going to be your game of the year game. It's not. It's great. They're
Doesn't
Yeah,
doing
but
matter.
it could definitely
It
be
is-
an
it might-
impactful game.
So
It's
only
great.
games
They're
should
not
exist
great.
if they're basically
It-
third
This-
quality. That's a silly
I don't know.
idea.
This is going to be
Be
one
like,
of those
oh,
games
this
like
game is a
Well,
game of
Celeste
the year.
well, real
was
quick.
nominated for game of the year.
just real quick, Super. You know, there's also a game called something about the Veil, which is basically it has no visuals in it. It's all sound driven. It's so you experience what it's like to be blind in a game. So
But I'm not blind. I don't need to do. And blind people can't appreciate it. They already can't fucking see.
again.
Whoa,
What do you
whoa,
mean? They
whoa.
fucking get to
Well,
be blind.
You're just speaking on behalf of people you're not, and you can't do that.
You
Super,
cannot
you
speak on
kinda-
behalf of them anyway. And the fact that there's a video game that involves driving.
They made a game for blind people where you experience it through the eyes of a blind person, where the blind people still can't fucking see.
no,
Not all
but
blind
but
people
You're not
are
gonna
blind.
explain the fucking game then.
wait. But
And
because
for me,
wait,
Paul, we
wait,
want
wait,
wheelchair
wait.
game. I want wheelchair
okay,
game
okay.
right now because you can't understand what it's like. to
Can I
put a
do like a
wheelchair-
Tony
I want
Hawk
a wheelchair game
tricks and
right
stuff
now.
like that? That'd be wild. No, I'm
Oh
sorry.
no,
That's garbage.
because we can't grind on wheelchairs. I want a wheelchair game where it
Oh,
takes
that's
fucking
somebody.
30 minutes to do anything because you're in a wheelchair.
I mean, honestly, they probably could. There's been plenty of for like a better phrase, free slice of lifestyle games where it's just like
Right.
you're just experiencing someone else's life. And
Again,
ones
like I
that,
said, I know I'm being
Some
an
people
asshole.
are into that
I'm
game.
100%
Hello,
being an
people
asshole
play
on
the
this.
fucking
I know.
Sims.
Well, just so you, I think
People
heard the
fucking
Mario
love
Death
The Sims.
music.
They want to
I'll
fucking
give it up.
do
I'll give
things
it up.
other. Like,
yeah, I think
That's
for
Well,
wheelchair
I
focused
take it
stuff
back.
would be.
I don't apologize, but I take it back. Let's go.
Let me just say for
That's fair.
for
Then
wheelchair
wait.
Paul,
hang
what's
on.
your last? Yeah,
For-
Paul, what's your last thing?
for wheelchair focused stuff, it'd be a little bit harder to really make the person feel that in a game situation. But you can simulate being deaf. You can simulate, being blind. It's harder to simulate. I can't walk and I need a wheelchair, or I have to walk
understand
on
that, Paul,
crutches.
but what benefit do the blind and deaf people get out of the game when they
Not
can't
all
hear
blind
the-
hopefully-
people are
can't see the-
100% blind. Not all
Well,
deaf
hang
people are
on. Let me
100%
answer the
deaf.
question. It's not necessarily about them. It's about helping the people around them understand what they go through on a day-to-day basis.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow,
How
so-
their
Like
how
I
their
said,
world is.
I know I'm
how
being an
their
asshole.
world is
I
wanna
know
interrupt
I'm
you.
being an asshole.
Okay, yeah. All right, let's
I just
let's-
like I would never want you to play Wheelchair Simulator. It helps you understand.
Yo,
how
that would be
Okay,
fun
okay,
as
all
fuck.
right, everybody. Loke,
We
you
need it.
want to say your part? Sales, if you have everything after Loke, and then we got to hop over to Wise.
No, I don't have. I'm
Listen,
okay.
and again,
Okay.
I know I'm being an asshole. I'm sorry.
I'm grateful this
It's
game
okay.
is coming, and it's a new IP. I'm very grateful for that. I hope the gaming devs and publishers continue to do this. Don't take established IP and use them as vehicles to peddle whatever message you want. You want to make a game about deaf people, knock yourselves out. You want to make a game about like Super said, wheelchairs or whatever, knock yourselves out. Don't
Yeah,
go
but don't
out
put
there
Marcus Phoenix
and
in
take
wheelchair.
Blade. Don't take Blade, for example, and make him deaf.
Yeah.
All right. So
Or
this
blind.
game for me is an absolute dub. May this
Oh, yeah.
continue.
Yes.
Make new IP for new ideas. Leave the old IP
Established.
with
And how
their
beautiful
old
would it be
ideas.
That a
Thank
deaf
you.
that a deaf
You're
like
welcome.
girl
You're
who's
welcome.
playing video games is playing a game where she feels like, oh wow, there's a fucking main character in a game that's just like me. And you know how, like, when I was looking at it, like, it was so pretty to see how the kid was doing ASL with the song. And visually it was really nice too. My
And then they
daughter
were
was
narrating
fucking
the music
This is
too.
right. This is right. I
Yeah.
checked out because I just personally
because
don't
I'm not
understand
gonna
it, and it isn't
lie,
me a
when I
problem.
saw
just
the
don't
trailer
personally,
start,
like, feel that shit, you know.
because to be completely honest, when I saw the trailer start, I was like, all right, this is a chance where I can go to the kitchen and grab something to eat. So I ran, but then when I came back, my daughter standing in the
it's a
middle.
shit game.
My daughter was standing. No, I was just saying, like, I don't think I'm gonna be interested.
You were like, "What's this Disney Let It Go bullshit? I'm gonna go make a motherfucking."
So then I
snack."
came back.
Great
Yo,
time.
shut the fuck up. I came back and I saw my daughter. She was there hypnotized. Like, she was so, like, captivated by what the fuck she was seeing. And then I started watching and I was like, wow, this is really fucking beautiful. Like,
Yeah,
And
because
you
it's a
say,
car-
"Mom,
it's a
I know what it's
But-
like to be deaf now."
By the way, let me point
no,
out
and there's a
something
little
that-
fucking
that-
deaf girl out there who's
Okay,
like,
stop.
fuck yeah, she's cool.
Okay.
I
just
have a
wanna
game that's
say-
like me.
Hello,
I
hello.
just want
I'm
to say
fucking
the
up.
structure we just established. Look was gonna go, and then we gotta hop over to Y. So I just want.
I know, but I just want to throw something out there real quick. Technology wise, this game brought it a long way to where they can actually do the graphics clean enough that somebody can do sign language on the screen in a video game and it's readable. Okay, which because their hands have to, the graphics have to show their hands in such a clear way that you can understand what they're saying. So,
It's beautiful.
so this was actually no small feat. You know, this is
Time.
this.
All right. Let's go on to the next topic. God of War.
I'm burning in
Ragnarok
hell.
is a
I'm
DLC.
going straight to hell.
It's DLC and it's a roguelike. Anyone interested? I'm out.
So I just want to say real quick. Me and my friend were discussing it, and I'm hoping we get some more story brought into the game, especially after the events of God of War. And it's not just here's a new area; it's a roguelike. Have fun. Like, what's the world like
I
after
think
the
we are
events?
because
Of
it looked like
Ragnarok?
there's a little bit of cutscene in there, but I'm not
Yeah.
expecting anything like
Yeah.
earth shattering in terms of the story. But I do think there's going to be some type of narrative reason for why we're there.
I I mean, it's a miracle. It's free.
I don't know.
You got a
That,
point.
it
that
is
is
that
wild.
from PlayStation, right? No,
Yeah.
we're not figure free. And fucking somebody, Jim's over there kicking buckets. You're gonna do what? God damn it!
He don't give a fuck. He's left.
Bro, he's
He's
still
like,
there.
Right.
So
is
yeah,
he?
that-
No,
Jim's like,
isn't
I'm on
he-
my
isn't
plane.
he-
Do whatever you
isn't
want.
he
I'm
going
out
to
of this. It's
retire
out of
or
2000
something?
feet.
that's what he
Oh,
said
he's
he
gonna
was.
retire on a
But
fucking island, getting fucking.
No, but
He doesn't give a fuck. He's about to hit retirement. He's like, bye.
But
This
here's
ain't my
something
problem
else
anymore.
about
Figure
thinking
it out.
Actually, you got to understand, Cells. He didn't say bye. They said bye to him. They said bye to him.
This brings up an
Oh.
but let me bring.
But
let
they
me bring
said
up
that he
this-
said bye.
But let me bring up an interesting topic here, okay? Let me bring up an
Man, we don't
interesting
know
point
what
here that you
happened,
guys
but
are
sure.
not realizing yet. Okay, so from Sony's camp, we got this DLC. We
Mhm.
got the Final Fantasy 16 DLC. We got another DLC coming in from
Wrong, Wise. I think what you meant to say was we got nothing.
well,
We got
we're
Rise of
getting all
Ronin.
this DLC, right? In the end of this year, beginning of next year.
Mhm.
And the only real major IP they got coming out for exclusively to PlayStation is Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth or whatever, right?
No,
Mhm.
Rise of Ronin.
And that's in February.
I mean, I would
Which is
consider
gonna
that
be
major
fucking
IP.
good.
But
And I
where-
You know,
swear
I-
that's the only reason why I'm buying a fucking PS5.
Rise of Ronin?
It's for
Yeah,
Rebirth.
No,
No,
Final
Rebirth.
Fantasy
for
7.
Rebirth.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. A
All
lot
right,
of people
it's a
have
weird
been
one.
online that this is because Sony has nothing. All of their first party studios are at least delayed until the fall of next year before they release
There's a
anything.
problem that we're in right now, Wise, where who can combat that? If someone says PlayStation has nothing, we can't come back at that with anything because PlayStation has given us nothing to come back with it. So effectively for now, yeah, they had nothing. We don't know. They've told us they've got like 25 PS5 games in production, but haven't told us what they're made, who's making them, what they're called, haven't told us shit. So for all intents and purposes, yeah, for the next couple of years, they have nothing until they fucking tell us something. Like we can't say otherwise. We really can't. As much as it
Mhm.
pains me, we can't.
And they were very quiet in the entire award show. They really did not. Their parties didn't really release anything except for DLC from what I can remember. You know.
We're listen, Wise. We're in the same exact place that I was 3 years ago. I know Wolverine comes out sometime in the future. That's it. What's the other projects that Naughty Dog are working on? No fucking idea. Where's Factions? No fucking idea. Where's the other projects? Fucking what do you call it? That Ghost of Tsushima devs are working on? No idea. What's Ben's studio working on? No idea. Like
It's
what are
okay. They have
what are trying to
they
be
have
so
six
goddamn
more. They have
secretive
6 more weeks
for?
for their super secret showcase. that we
Hey
keep
yo,
hearing
put some
about.
respect on
So,
Helldiver's
Naughty
name.
Dog-
No, I'm joking.
Oh, that's just gonna be so
I'm
good.
tired of hearing about the
Naughty
secret
Dog
showcases,
specifically
bro.
is going to do Naughty Dog is right now is working on a remake for The Last of Us Part 1 for the PlayStation 6. So Naughty Dog is cooking. We need to let them cook.
They cooking.
Right.
And the,
Let
next the next game is a remake of the fucking DLC for The Last of Us for the PlayStation 6. Like,
Golly.
at this point,
Yes.
like we don't
No
like,
factions.
again. It annoys the fuck out of me because I would like some type of roadmap. I really would. Like even if on the Xbox side, there's a lot of games that don't have release dates. That sucks. But at the same time, I have shit to look forward to. I know the names of the things I'm looking forward to. Do I know the dates? Not necessarily, but I at least have names. And in some cases, fucking CGI pre-rendered trailers, something. On the PlayStation side, they were like, fuck you, you get nothing. Why? I
No
don't
soup for
understand.
you. No soup for
I
you.
get it. Right, no
Jinx,
soup
you'll
for
be
you.
so the wise.
The fucking game Nazis. We'll give
Oh no.
Hey, but Sony did give Jim a going away party where they had cookies and punch. Okay, I mean, you know.
cookies and
All right. So we talked about Blade. Anyone have anything else to add to the Blade discussion? So I want to go ahead and
I hope that Blade is the redemption that
No.
Arcane deserves for fucking Redfall, even though it's not the same team. That was
yeah, I was like,
Arcane. Also, this is Arcane Croissant, but I hope the Arcane Croissant can redeem that shit and show you how you make a goddamn vampire game.
croissant.
we show you how you make a croissant.
There you go. Finish that croissant. Finish that croissant. All right, I'm done. Jimmy trying everybody. I'm sorry.
All right. There you go. We also talked about this in the beginning. Anybody else have anything to add on this?
What is this? Sega.
I better hear yah. The second
Yeah,
I boot that shit up, or it's an L.
Oh
Is
my
that-
god,
Is that combo?
yes.
Is that combo? Is that combo? All right, I'm done.
Jet Set Radio.
Is that combo?
Jet Set Radio.
Okay.
I'm glad that shit's getting remade, man. That's such a beloved franchise.
I think
All
it's a
right.
brand new game, right?
I'm so excited.
Embarks, the finals is available now. So yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm actually
I know Cells is all over that.
yeah. Is it a full launch game or is it like free on Game Pass? or
I
something like that?
fucking screamed.
Don't
No, is it
I'm
like
playing
replicate
right
it
now.
live,
a
please.
purchase game,
Don't
or is
replicate it
or is
live.
like one of those games that's free to play or some shit like that. I don't know.
Paul is warming up his Billy Club. He ain't having it.
Oh shit.
All right.
All I
let's-
know is, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
is
sorry.
Is it free? Is it like a free game or is it like a one that
It's
you have
free.
to fully purchase? Oh, really? Oh, interesting.
Yes, it's a free multiplayer shooter, first-person shooter.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
I'll be honest.
But
it
the
is a very
game-
me problem. The
but-
second I hear free to play, I almost lose all interest in the game. I'm like, nope.
It's no,
Understand.
but the
It's a
thing
big
is
problem,
that
for sure.
when you play, it's all destructible environment, and it's really good. It's smooth. It's really nice.
Smooth as butter.
But see, it's been out for a day and a half, and I haven't
And
played it yet,
little-
which means all the
Yeah,
other
but the
players are like
beta-
way better than me. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
No Man's
well
Sky
then,
developer.
Just
this
keep
was
playing. You'll eventually get better.
This is an interesting game announcement because the way Sean Murray was talking, he seemed very nervous on stage. He
And
was
given the
announcing this
history
game,
of No
like,
Man's Sky and
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's when
yeah.
he said this game is probably more ambitious than the last game. I was like, no,
Jeff
you
was
don't
literally
do
like,
it.
we've
Listen,
been down this road before, right?
14 quintillion planets is all great, but this man was not like, we're gonna make this man was like, we're gonna make an entire planet, every city, every gas station, everything, the whole Earth. We're making it. I'm like, bro, just relax.
Well, if it's
Relax.
a
Listen,
repeat of the launch of No Man's Sky, I'm going to wait 2 years before I even look at it. 'Cause
Mhm.
then, you know,
And you know what?
I mean,
Exactly.
what we saw, I think this game has
Yeah.
all the potential in the world. It's going to
Yeah.
come down 100% to execution. And can they
Right.
execute? Can they execute 5 years from now? Probably. Can they execute on launch day? I don't know because they fumbled it hardcore last time.
Well,
Listen,
this
I
is-
hope they can
if
deliver
all
because I
the-
think the premise is great.
I like the premise. I like a full realized world where I can go anywhere the fuck I want. But if the only thing I'm doing is just
Sounds-
walking around and just looking at the floor and
You're
fun,
not.
then what the fuck? You know?
No, I mean they were
It looked-
showing
it looked like- it
buildings.
looked like there were
they were
dungeons and
showing.
shit, and types of all
I
kinds
mean,
of
there's
different
giant
structures and
enemies
shit.
to fight. They had weapons on their back, so there's going to be combat. So you got survival elements and building things. Combat, we had to get to see the depth of combat, but there's going to be more than just looking at the grass. Like this
And
is
when
going
I
to
went to
be
gameplay,
touch
you
grass
could definitely
again.
tell it was heavily inspired by No Man's Sky in terms of what the actual gameplay is going to look like. It's all first person and shit.
I just can't get over the fact that I saw
well,
that dragon
well,
flying. I was like, oh, that looks so robotic. Just to see how it was passed, but it
Fuck,
was funny
fuck the
too.
dragon, bro. One guy got on a goddamn hummingbird and it fucking flopped its wings like half
I like
speed.
that shit.
I'm like, there's no way that
shit was
motherfucker's getting
cool.
off the ground.
But
If
Yeah,
it
I
had
did,
hummingbird speed wings,
yep, I did
It's not
notice
the
when he
regular
jumped to the
speed.
hummingbird, it switched to third person. I don't know if you caught that, but yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I did. When they humped on mounts.
Yeah.
When they hopped on mounts, it
Yeah,
wasn't their
when they
fault.
when they started humping the mounts, it jumped to third person, so you could see the whole picture. Yeah.
They were giving that hummingbird the good old
That's a
sausage. It
completely
went to
different
third
style
person.
game, you guys. Completely different style.
Oh
game.
no! Oh my
Well,
gosh!
let me say this about this one. This seems like, you know, like the art style is very reminiscent of World of Warcraft. And I was looking at him like, you know what? This seems like, you know, Hello Games.
It's
you know,
quite a
take
bit
on
better
World of
than
Warcraft.
And Sky, though. I will say that it is.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like that. It is much better. than
I- Yeah, I kind of hope. I really do hope the combat's got depth to it. Maybe No Man's Sky's combat is way better than when I tried playing it, but that was one of the things that I just could not get into. Like the shooting is just so meh. It's just pew pew and walk away. Like there's no depth to it.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
it's
just
better.
said-
So that's what I'm hoping.
I
to do
get
here.
word when this man makes comments like, "We're gonna make Earth," but it's actually bigger than Earth. I'm like, dude, why? You can't. No one's even successfully made Earth yet.
Earth.
Now you're trying to make bigger than Earth. Like, listen, we don't need bigger than Earth. We don't even need
We
the
need a
Earth.
really
Give
big-
us a quarter of Earth and make it a whole fucking planet. Like, why are we trying to do
Did
more than
you-
Earth? Like, if
Like,
he
it's
can
just
do
in a
it,
fucking continent, that's
amazing.
good enough.
but
If,
I
like-
am not confident, bro.
like
I
if they just took-
fucking hold
What?
on. Yeah,
Twice?
no, because the trailer for that game, I remember I was turned around, I was doing something, and then they had Alt J. That's the guy that sings the song on that trailer. So I was like, yo, I haven't heard that song in so long, and it's such a good song. And I was like, if these are the people that like this song, this game's gonna be pretty cool.
Well, let me say
What the
this
fuck
about
did
this
they
game.
have to do with me, bro? You just said if these people
Because
like the way
if
the
those are
state
the
plays,
type of
game's
people
gonna be
that
a 6
vibe
out
with
of
that
10.
fucking
What
music,
the fuck?
I kind of trust their creativity. Okay.
Listen, so
Fucking
last time around with Hello Games, they showed a trailer for No Man's Sky with their 14 quintillion planets, and they gave the entire industry erect nipples. And then upon launch, flaccid peen everywhere.
Yeah.
Let me also say this: this game apparently, according to
there's
Sean
something. No
Murray,
Man's Sky
oh,
soundtrack is so good too.
but let me say this: this
And there's
game
a lot of
But
bands
a
that
good
I used to
soundtrack is
listen
not
to
a
in
great
high
game
school.
make. So
Hey.
the music is great. We're
Okay,
talking
but
about
it
the
could be
ambition of this
acknowledged for
guy.
its music.
Hey guys, wise.
okay, so let me say this about this last topic.
Fuck.
Okay, about this No Man's Sky game. According to Sean Murray, there's only 12 people developing that game. So if 12 people were able to churn out
Yeah,
that,
I remember that.
that was pretty impressive to me. So I can only imagine what
Yeah,
happened.
but
when they're
why?
full-
We're talking about a trailer specifically for this event where they made it just for this. That's not the world in the game. They made a trailer for this event,
Right.
just like they did the trailer
Mhm.
for No Man's Sky. That's why, listen, if they can, and I'm hoping that they've learned a lot from the release of No Man's Sky and they've
I hope
grown
so,
enough
too.
from that to where they deliver on the promises made. But I honestly believe that what they're trying to do, and like he said himself, it is more ambitious to make a fully realized planet than to do 14 quintillion empty ones. It really is. And for 12
Take no
people to be
Starfield,
making
though.
this game, dude, like I listen, I hope, and I'll pray to the gaming gods that it is the game that they want to deliver to us, because I'm sure that they don't want to deliver a bad game. But when I think about what it's going to entail to make a larger than size Earth and have it be a full realized planet,
Realized,
with
As
only
he
12
said, you
people
can
working on,
climb mountains that are miles high, and you can see continents and rivers. I'm like, please, like as you're saying, Super, I really want them to succeed, because I'm just like, you guys did a terrible job launching No Man's Sky, but you brought it back and you gained goodwill by continuing to improve. Like, don't repeat that. Don't repeat that. Like,
Yeah,
even if
don't
it
just
doesn't,
release this
and I'm
game.
sure with
Yeah.
AI and procedural generation, they can do a lot of these things. But along with AI and procedural generation is where you get elements of the game that have no soul. They lack soul because the AI just spits some shit out for the sake of
Right.
spitting some shit out. So I just,
Well, and-
listen. Like I said, I hope it is the game that they want it to be. I don't have high hopes as it's going to be.
Well, let's say
would
this.
live.
Like, let's hope that, like, I think when they released No Man's Sky, they just wanted to show everybody the tech ability that, hey, yeah, we are able to, with the tech that we have right now, generate a
Well,
fully
I'm honestly
realized
with No Man's
galaxy.
Sky, though, wise also that they were not trying to be a giant, massive third party type game. They showed their
Right.
game, and the industry took that shit. And like, boom, No Man's
Well,
Sky.
to be
And next thing
fair,
you know, they had millions of eyeballs on their
he
games,
was
and they were never trying to make that game. So they had an unfair amount of eyeballs on a game because it
no, he was
exploded in the
doing a
gaming
lot of
space.
interviews, and he was saying things that just weren't in the game. Like, they came later, but during his interview sessions, he was saying like, yeah, there's gonna be multiplayer. Like, there was no multiplayer at all, and he was talking about the freights and
Right,
stuff
but
like that
the
that
point I'm
came
trying to
into the
make
game
is
later.
after he initially showed the game, though, the game exploded, and now it was on everybody knew what the game was. Like, it started off being the kind of small indie game, and then the idea blew up. Everybody has seen it. Now everybody has eyeballs on this shit. So now he's
Mhm.
trying to make this game to be this big, massive
face.
thing, and it was never going to be because all the eyeballs were on it. If it hadn't blown up, it would have probably been okay.
Yeah,
But
and
it was one of these things where it went viral, and now it was this huge game, and it was
Yeah.
only 12 people. No,
Yeah. And that's why, again, I hope they really learn, because what you're saying is like the audience was putting the pressure on. Like, he's coming on stage and he's introducing and say, this is all that we're going to have, but this is the scope that we're telling you. And at least compared to No Man's Sky, when, for example, the co-op thing, I don't think he had footage of actual co-op, but in this one, he has actual footage of multiplayer and world building and the scope and scale of the game. So you have the footage here, but as you said, this is a put together marketing piece for the Game Awards. So how much is that going to actually carry over into the final product? So he's setting himself up this time. He really is. So it's just like, you got to deliver, man.
like I said, I hope they deliver on whatever dreams they have. It's hard for me to hear the things they're saying and be like, yeah, that's going to be the game we're going to get day one, because giant AAA devs with $100 million budgets have not been able to do the thing he's claiming that they're going to do with 12 people.
Right, and that's the thing that's concerning as well. And so hopefully he doesn't hope that it's going to be the same thing like No Man's Sky, where he's going to release it and then just patch it up, because I don't think that's going to work out in the second time. So
I feel like the last thing I just want to say is like leading up to it, he's really just got to set a base and an expectation of what we're going to get, because we're all, for multiplayer games, we know that you have a base that you're going to launch and the game's going to grow from there. So he just got to let people know, hey, these are what we're going to have at launch, and this is what we intend to have post-launch. So you have to make that clear. We know you're going for
The man already said
Also,
it's
if
more
I-
ambitious than No Man's Sky.
Right. Also, I believe he's the one that said everything we saw was in engine. So
yeah.
all right,
It's a Rise of Ronin.
Rise of the Ronin gets a
Well,
March
you know,
2024
it doesn't need
release
much
date.
though.
Anybody got interested in Rise of the Ronin?
I'm actually looking forward to it, but you know,
Fuck yeah, I think Rise of the Ronin's gonna be dope.
Yeah, honestly, I had to rewatch the trailer, because when I was watching it, I was like, "This looks interesting," but I was like, semi not interested at the same time. Like that's not where I was.
it looks good, but it looks like a game I won't be able to play. Yeah.
Yeah, if you play it next to a FromSoft game or like Wolong Fallen Dynasty, it looks eh. But I mean, coming from the devs that made Neo and that made the last one, what the fuck's it called? The Chinese one. Like, I know it's going to be a good
Fallen
game.
Dynasty.
they made all the Ninja
Wolong
Gaidens,
Fallen
so-
Dynasty, yeah. Like I know it's going to be a good game. Is it going to be on that level of a FromSoft or what Black Myth Wukong looks like it may be? I don't know.
Yeah. In other words, I won't be able to play it. I won't be able to play it. Is what it
I
comes
feel
down
like
to,
at least
so.
just knowing the
Yeah, I
era
mean,
was,
these are those really
it's
cool
probably
games. I'm going to
compared
be able to
more
play them all.
more compared to Ghost of Tsushima. Well, I say that a lot of people when it was first revealed or announced, it's like, is this their approach from
No,
Ghost
I
of
mean
Tsushima?
it's got you know a samurai type character, but Ghost of Tsushima doesn't play anything like this. It's very much like a Wolong or like a Neo. It's that type of game. It's like FromSoft games are that type of game. It looks like Sekiro.
Like,
it looks like
really
Ghost
over
of Tsushima. But anyone
top.
expect
I'll
that?
say more Sekiro over
No
top
way,
shit he's doing with that game, but
All right.
Skull and Bones.
I want to speak to that Skull and Bones. They need to retitle that to what it's really going to be. Skull and Bones next delay date has been revealed.
Yeah,
They
I will
call
be-
it, since we announced this game, all of our followers are nothing but skulls and bones.
Slap me, laugh. No,
This
they have proper gameplay for it this time. Whoops, my phone's ringing at me. They have
I'm
proper
glad I had the date. I'm not
gameplay. So they the beta that they announced is that what they said, like the 13th, 14th or something like that. Like they're probably gonna have a beta this. I don't know. You know, I you know what? I'm not gonna say maybe this time they'll make it. I'll say that when it's actually out at this point.
Yeah.
the next game I do want to talk about is the Dragon Balls fighting game. That because I'm a huge Dragon Ball
Farting
fan,
game?
I would just-
Yeah, he almost said farting game, which
It's
yeah,
a fighting
the
game,
Dragon Ball
damn it.
farting game. Yeah, go Vegeta.
Awesome.
So I was talking to my friend and she was like, that's actually what it's called in Japan. It's sparking. What's it? Sparking Zero. I was like, it's not Tenkaichi 4. She was like, that's what it's called in Japan. It's like, oh well, shit. I thought I was a fan. I was a fake fan. Damn. But I'm looking forward to it. But as I was saying, when it comes to like Fighter Z and the balance side of things, I'm not expecting a lot with balance, because that's one of the things I have with like certain anime games, specifically Naruto and Dragon Ball. It's like you're going in for the fun and not really competitive balance. So I'm curious to see how that is, because if anyone's familiar with the original Tenkaichi games and how you have someone like Broly versus like Krillin, Broly's just standing there eating the punches and nothing's happening. So I'm just like, we're gonna get something like that, or it's gonna be somewhat balanced. So
Or like,
I don't know.
Krillin against Jiren, there's no fucking contest. Like what?
Exactly.
Like,
So that kind of takes away the fun for it, but we'll see. But I'm glad that we actually got some footage of it, and yeah.
All right.
Nerds.
Developer Moon Studios reveals No Rest for the Wicked, which is an action RPG. Looks pretty
I
good.
missed that.
That looked really cool. That looked really cool.
Yeah, artistically, it looks great.
You know, I actually like.
I'm not very
these
interested
indie
in the
developers.
isometric style games, but it looks really pretty.
But you know, I'm happy that like the industry is like now that we've gotten into this industry, that we're like with this industry, you have these indie developers that have grown into AAA developers. Like I think Moon Studios is one of those, and Supermassive is another one. When their name comes out, people are like, "Whoa, wait a minute! This is a this is probably going to be pretty good. So I'm actually looking forward to this game. I did not see the platforms it was announced in. I know Moon was having problems with Microsoft a long time
They
ago.
had a whole thing come out with like
I
work
think
life
it's
culture and
just
everything like
Xbox
that.
and PC. I think.
Is it strictly only
Let me
Xbox
look.
PC or is it PlayStation?
No Rest for the Wicked. Looking at the
I
trailer
think it was
now.
Xbox and PC. Wasn't it the
To
day one
learn
Game Pass
more.
game?
It says wishlist now: Steam, PS5, and Xbox Series.
See, okay,
X
so it's
and
coming
S.
out for all
Oh, it's
three
on PS5.
consoles. So
All right.
that's
No,
good.
that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, it is on everything. I forgot.
Yeah, so
forgot.
it looks pretty good. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, this is their take on the action RPG genre. That was the Ori was their take on the platformer. So yeah, I mean, studio, their caliber is pretty good. So they deserve my trust at this point in time. But what I've seen has got me intrigued, and I'm definitely interested. So, anyone have anything else to add to this one?
Of a much more artistically flourished type version of At Death's Door. Is what it reminds me of.
Exactly.
This shit, like I said, I totally missed the trailer and I'm watching it now. This looks pretty good. Like, holy shit.
Okay, Bioware developers, ex-Bioware developers are revealed a new RPG called Exodus. Does anyone have any?
Yeah, Exodus looks awesome. I want to get my
It's
hands
gonna be
on
a
that game.
mass exodus from Mass Effect players move to this one. No,
You know,
I'm sorry.
Bum.
I'm sorry.
Look,
I
any interest in
Remember,
any of these
wasn't it?
games? I've not heard from
I
you
think
at
it was
all.
pre-rendered CG. The trailer, because we got a lot of those trailers of the Game Wars that were all
They
pre-rendered
had some
CG. I think was
gameplay in
one of them.
there. Isn't this the one
Did it?
that looked very close to Mass Effect and gameplay? Because when I was watching it the first time, like this looks like
Oh
Mass
yes,
Effect.
that's right. Honestly, I felt. I remember now when I saw it.
Mass
It
Effect.
felt almost like a mobile game. It felt like it was very, very tight. Not necessarily on the rails, but like very tight corridor shooter.
Mhm.
I was like, dude, I don't know, man. We'll see.
Goof.
Oh, by the way, that one you just scrolled past looked weird. I thought the characters were like doing the pee dance the whole time because she was
Oh, yeah,
bouncing
that
up and
was the
down like
big
she got to
one.
go pee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that game was weird as shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a wait and see approach on this. one, so, yeah.
Kamudi.
This is.
I don't think they're ever gonna
Yeah.
get the hit that
I-
they got with Untitled Goose Game, which was just pure fun.
No,
You know.
That was a
yeah,
viral
that was
game.
a
Yeah,
flash.
it
That was a
was-
flash in the pan. It's not going to be anywhere near that level of
So
success.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should I make the terrible joke or don't? Never mind. Let's talk. I'm not gonna say
All
terrible
right.
joke.
Ikumi Nakamura, she actually was a
Kimuri.
developer on Ghostwire Tokyo. She is announced her game Kimuri from her development house. So,
One could say the gameplay remains to be unseen.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
She-
this is one of those games again where it was a beautiful,
It's
artistic,
amazing
fucking
trailer,
amazing
yeah.
cinematic trailer. It gives us zero idea of
Yeah.
what the game actually looks like
Yeah.
or how
Maybe
it
a
plays.
multiplayer co-op game.
Like-
yeah.
Yep.
I like the style they're going for, but until I can see the game, I
Right.
don't know.
You can't.
She
bounce
was
off
Now
so
the-
cute.
now this one,
She,
the
every
cat-
time
the-
she's on stage, I'm just like, look at her. She just a bundle of
Yeah.
joy.
actually, this one, the
This game
casting
is-
of Frank Stone looks really cool.
Seriously, she was.
This game
This
looks
is a
really
Yeah,
single
cool.
she just
player
laughed really high pitched and
in
put
the
up
des-
double peace signs and did like stereotypical Japanese shit.
This game
Yes.
was interesting because my son was watching the war shows last with me, and he thought.
Yo,
this
you're
was
fucking insane, dude.
my son watched it,
It's true.
and he thought
She
this
did.
was-
Double peace sign.
Wow.
She did.
You
She,
can
hey,
say
I'm
all
part
that- you
Asian.
can
I can
say
say
all
that.
ra-
For people
you
that are
can-
listening, I'm part Asian. I can do that shit.
you
No,
can
that's
send all
fair.
ra- You can send all
Alright.
the comment, all the people against.
That's on your
super-
side.
You can reach super at.
Don't say anyone else. Yes, I want to let everyone know that every person on this panel is their own individual person. Don't target all of us because it's something else.
Yes.
Call-
Reach me at the go fuck yourself. You know.
No.
Alright,
Anyway,
yeah,
Dead by Daylight spinoff.
This
Go
is a
ahead.
single player.
Like
game.
I
It's a
could
horror
talk
game
like a
in the
Puerto
world.
Rican, because I'm Puerto Rican. Like
Any interest in this game? Dead by
Uh,
Daylight.
I am. I'm very interested in this game. This game. looks
I'm a wimp when
fire.
it comes to horror games, but I'll keep an eye on it.
that's cool. My son was really excited about this. He was like freaking out.
I gotta ask a friend.
At,
He's
at
real
first,
big
when they
into
said it was
Dead by
a
Daylight.
at first when they said it was a Dead by Daylight game, I thought it was going to be like Dead by Daylight, but it's not. It's going to be a single player driven game.
So
By the way, you just passed my
game
game of the night. You just passed my game of the night
Really?
Yeah,
Jurassic
that
Park,
one right
yeah.
there.
No.
Yeah.
I just want to say, why is she hiding from the dinosaur? She keeps the flashlight on, and then the flashlight, oh, you over there? She said, I'm gonna cover the flashlight instead of turning the damn thing off. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I had to get that just like.
Honestly, it
sorry.
wouldn't have made
No.
a difference because the Dilophosaurus don't see by fucking a vision like T-Rex.
It was
Okay,
just weird.
Loke, Loke and Cole, I've not heard from you. Any interest in any of the games that we've talked about so far? You guys are very quiet.
The game, I didn't watch the awards. I only just like caught up with the games afterwards, and I felt like I didn't waste my time. I'm glad I didn't waste my time for the most part. Sega
That's
was
fair.
the best part.
That's true.
There were some good announcements.
Yeah, that
there,
was
Cozy, you
crazy.
missed. I mean, you could obviously watch like a back to back of all the trailers afterwards.
I
but
just
there were a
got
couple of
the
good
I
ones.
redid the recap.
I don't
for,
know
like,
that- and
everything
listen,
out.
As somewhere Jurassic Park is my favorite movie. I don't know that this game was one of them. It looked great, but it was mostly cinematic, right, Paul? Like it was mostly just
Yeah, it was mostly
directed towards the very-
I think we saw some of the
saw
running
some
through
first
stuff,
person.
but
that
still,
was
yeah,
good,
we
though.
Yeah,
we
the very,
saw
very,
some
very
of-
end. Yeah,
Even
I'm
though
like-
you
I'm
guys
like, as
skipped
long as it's
over
not-
it.
that's okay. You know what's super? As soon as I hear the music, though, I don't care. As soon as I hear that theme
Oh,
song
John,
hit,
you
I'm
can't.
like, I'm
John
there. Yeah,
Williams never misses, bro.
yeah.
That man is almost 100. He's gonna die soon, and I'm gonna light some incense for us. That's the greatest to ever fucking live.
All right, Hellblade had the
She
long,
said light
had a
some
long
incense,
cinematic
damn.
trailer. Yeah,
Good lord.
looks
I'm
good.
sorry.
It looks phenomenal.
It looks good. Yes, visually it looks good. I'm looking forward to the story of this game because that's the main sell point with Hellblade, the first one, and why I was so interested in it. Combat looks more in depth in terms of like just the fighting style and structure and detail, as she really expressed how she did some actual combat training. So we see that in the trailer. My question is still on whether or not we're getting some type of systems on top of the combat, because if anyone played the original, there really wasn't any real depth to the combat. There was no leveling.
Yeah,
I think there's like maybe there's a parry or something like that,
It's
but there
very
really
risky.
wasn't much depth to
Right.
it. But it looks
Like
phenomenal.
I would say that the first game, it was a game that had very beautiful character models and very beautiful environments, but the combat and everything was very, very simple. The puzzles were very, very simple, and this one looks beautiful. Like the face models and shit.
Yeah.
Great, you got that done. Ninja 30
Music kinda sucked.
double A
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
a gold star, but for everything else, the
Mhm.
combat and for the environments were the
Will
thing
it
that
run
really
at
bummed me out.
60?
Everything felt
Yeah.
very, very small. And I was hoping with the larger budget, we would get some larger, more expansive environments to have this combat and shit happen in.
Yeah.
And it feels like
Mm.
it's just the same small game, but with the graphics punched up to 11. And I hope that that's not.
I'm
the
just
whole game.
Yeah, I really will have to see it play out because when we say like the small environments of Hellblade were fucking small, so I'm not expecting
Word.
God of War levels of size. I was probably say
No, but I mean, in the trailer, we saw her fighting one enemy, and there wasn't even a fucking environment. It was just black background, and then the little space they were in. Like we didn't actually
Yeah, and
see
that-
any
that-
types of.
I mean
environments in
that depends though,
trailer.
because like if even in the first game she went through a lot of different psychological situations. Like there's a whole boss in a dark
Yeah,
room, like
sure.
that was a battle room. So maybe there are some more expensive, but hey, we're only going by what we can see,
Yeah.
and I agree with you. Like I hope it's a decent size,
Right,
but
right.
you know, not like
And for
I
me,
think-
that's another one that I hope they have accessibility because I see games like that. I want to play them, but I look at the fighting style that I'm seeing and going, yeah, that's not going to happen if it's the same shit that like From Software does and crap like that.
Well,
Mhm.
I know they said the
Alva-
sequel is supposed to be focusing more on the combat, but the combat in the first game wasn't too insane.
It wasn't.
So
It wasn't bad. It just lacked proper depth to it. And
Yeah.
Alvador does have a question: will Hellblade run at 60 and does it matter? I would like it to. I am playing Starfield right now, and I had to like shake my head a few times just to let myself adjust because I was like, God damn, I went from Destiny to Starfield. My eyes are just like, why you do this to us?
I'm
I
gonna,
don't-
I'm gonna say no.
It doesn't matter. No, in terms of people
It
will
doesn't.
play it if it's good, but as I said multiple times, as someone who prefers 60 over 30, it matters in that regards. But hey, if it's a phenomenal game, I will suffer through it if I have to, just like with
I
Play
think,
Cell.
I think this
Just-
is
yeah.
one of those Xbox games where Xbox is trying to show the graphical fidelity of how beautiful the game can look. And I think that we're going to get a really visually
All I
stunning
know-
game
Somebody
at the
gonna be like-
mercy of 30 frames.
They go like, "Hey, yo, look at that Spider-Man. Now we got Hellblade, and you can't even get 60." Oh my god, no,
Well, I hope,
yeah,
hopefully
no.
it's a little bit more open world and not so corridor driven, like going down a predetermined path. or
That's the
anything
other
like
thing.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
I'll-
problem there
it's
about the trailers. We never
50.
got to see any of that.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll definitely have to see because I kind of go back to like some games don't really need to be super open to be enjoyed, but it really depends on the size and scale.
Yeah.
Because if we get
But
Hellblade,
we're going from a game that let's be honest, Hellblade 1, dude, was a AA game at best with the
Mhm.
Well,
budget it
Hellblade
had,
1 was
and
their
it blew
like
up into
their-
this
before-
thing. And
remember,
now
but
Hellblade 2 is a
remember-
AAA game.
But
Mhm.
remember, Hellblade 1 was launched as their last ditch effort from that company before they were acquired by Microsoft.
Crowdfunded
Released
game,
Hellblade
yeah.
1. Yeah. So there was only so
Yeah,
much. they could put
it
into the
wasn't
game.
anywhere near on the level in terms of budget and development team that this game has. So
Right.
like everything that people looked at that game as a AAA game, and it really wasn't. So the fact that it did what it did on the small scale that it has is impressive. But now with the second game, now you are now in the major leagues. You are a first party studio from Xbox with the budget that,
So
that all the other
my-
first
And the
party
time.
studios are
So
getting.
my question for you
That's
guys is that
right, and that's the thing.
if you guys play Ragnarok, God of War Ragnarok, and
Yes.
so if it's the size, not saying what's the central world that you're in, I don't know.
I
my
didn't
world.
finish it.
But the central location, that's a pretty good size world. But like the other realms that you go to, they're more linear. Would you be fine with something like that size of game, or are you expecting something more similar to like the hub world location size? Because like I said, Ragnarok, some of the realms were just like straight lines with winding caves, and some of them had some open spaces. So it's a mix.
Well,
mix.
I actually wouldn't mind something to the level of God of War, where it's like one open, fully explorable, semi-fully explorable hub world, and then you can go into other areas that are a little bit more corridor driven, which is fine,
Yeah.
But
It
something a
doesn't
little
have
bit
to
more
be
than
a,
what they just.
a hub
yeah.
world,
Yeah, something that.
but
gives me
yeah,
a little bit
more
freedom.
than the last time.
No, yeah, definitely. Like it
That's all
does have
that's
to be
asking
a good step above. Yeah, definitely. So we'll see. But I just want, like I said, the game looks phenomenal. Looks amazing.
Okay.
Let them cook. Someone's cooking.
Next, Black Myth Wukong has finally released it. So the game everyone's been oogling over for the past 3 years finally is going to give it a launch, and all platforms at that as well. There was rumors at the time that PlayStation was going to do an exclusive or whatever, but apparently that fell through or whatever. But yeah,
Stellar
Black Myth
Blade is
Wukong.
missing. Speaking of PlayStation exclusivity, Stellar Blade's missing. But we're not talking about that right now.
All right, anybody interested in Black Myth Wukong? Of what I've seen,
It
looks
looks
good.
phenomenal.
So
Yeah.
I mean, well, the proof is going to be in the pudding. We're going to have to see. I mean, there's been a lot of on this game, and it's going to be interesting to see how it's received at the very end.
Like, I really do appreciate the more approach they put into actually speaking on the game, like the story. Because a lot of times they had like some dialogue in there, but it's really just like, here's some gameplay snippets. So it's like the opposite of what we experienced with other games. It's like, we're getting too much cinematics. We need gameplay. And it was like, okay, we got a lot of gameplay. Let's actually build the world up and really get more dialogue out there of it. But it looks good. It looks really good.
Yeah, I hope it. Again, I think the game also would benefit from an open world scenario and not just let me go down a corridor and kill off these enemies in that corridor.
Yeah, possibly. I kind of, since it is a hack and slash beat 'em up from what it looks like, I'm thinking like Devil May Cry style, a level design where it's not open world, but you move from different environments to different environment stages, but it's long like play out section. So we got something like that, something like DMC 5 that we got. I'd be totally happy with that. But hey, if we got meaningful open world, because I don't want games to be huge and open if there's really no meaning to that. Cough, Gears of 5. Cough. But yeah.
All right, let's see here. Next, I'm skipping a few of them here. And if I'm passing something that you guys want to talk about, please let me know. There's Zenless Zone Zero. There was Last Sentinel reveal from Lightspeed LA. Space Marine 2.
Space Marine 2.
Oh,
Mega
yeah.
Break gets a flashy combat trailer. I thought that was another what was that, Armor Core something?
Wait, go back. There was one that I liked that you passed.
Last
The
Sentinel.
The
Last
Last Sentinel, it again one of those trailer that would look interesting, but we don't really know what's going on with it.
But it does
Yeah,
look
but it's just
interesting. But
fucking
it does look
trippy
I
because
saw that little hit
because,
play. I was like,
like,
that's a girl. No, I'm sorry.
her mother is a fucking robot. Like, she's obviously a human.
Right.
hmm
What
well,
the
no,
fuck
they
is
look like
happening?
they were a lot of androids and stuff because
Yeah,
when
it's
they
what's the world building like?
And the main character's cool, the demon. She's
Talk
some
about
fucking
the chick that had the biker helmet and she slid
yeah,
on that bike and was kicking ass. I was like, God damn. I was like, oh shit.
yeah.
All right, so both of these games I'm really intrigued with. Banishers, Ghost of New Eden is got another trailer. Looks really good, actually. It's the ex indie developers who made I forgot what their game was. They have a pretty good pedigree. I forgot what they made. In the
Don't
past.
Nod.
Don't Nod, yeah.
Don't Nod,
So I'm
yeah.
looking forward to that game.
Wait,
And
did they unveil another game? Or because those are the guys that did Life is Strange?
yeah, they did
shits?
release another game. They it was another type of Life is Strange type of game.
right.
Where to go? It was here somewhere earlier. I passed it.
Yeah, I I can't really speak on it too much. I was just like, they got two.
Right
They
here.
got your Lost Records, Boom, and Rage.
Wait, did you
Yeah.
pass Usual Jane?
Usual
No, not yet.
Chain. I think that was what's
It
like the
was one of
Sunday
the
show like
first-
super early on. Yeah, it was like during the
Yeah,
pre-show.
it was that game. It looks sick.
They hit that Control F. Usual Chain. No.
Yeah, that was these are all the ones that were announced in the actual show. So yeah.
That's
Right.
interesting.
None of the pre-show stuff seems to be on this list. Yeah.
Whatever.
Tales of Kanzara. Anyone interested in this? This was that.
Side scroller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
interested.
that one's.
Yeah.
He cried, dude.
Yeah.
It was like
Imagine if he
it's
cried
connected
and
to his father.
Jet turned the music on. That would have been horrible. No.
It reminded me of a lot of Ori too. So
Yeah, like definitely. I'm interested in it, definitely, from the art direction and the story that they're going for and the gameplay. Like, yeah, I'm interested, definitely.
all right. The next game I want to talk about.
Whoa! You're
is
going fast.
Zoom on
sorry.
my Yamaha.
The First Descendant.
Yeah,
That one looks
Beta
cool
was
too.
okay.
Wait,
Beta
which
was
is the
alright.
game? Which is the game that Matthew McConaughey is doing the voice for?
I forgot he was. What
Oh,
game?
that's I actually took a note for that. Hang on, let's see if I can find it. Oh,
Guilty Gear Strive, Banishers. Oh yeah,
They
the first
definitely
Berserker-
picked him because they definitely picked him
Oh,
because
okay,
they
here
were
you
like
go.
influenced
Usual
with
Jane.
Interstellar.
Yeah, Usual Jane.
Oh
yeah.
yay!
Yeah, no.
It was cool.
Yeah. The first Berserker. It looks Souls like.
First
It looks
Berserker,
like
that
another
looks
Souls like.
dope as fuck.
It looks really good. A more fast paced because I was seeing them pop parries and stuff like that, and how the bosses fall. I'm like, that's another Souls like. I can't complain. More like if anyone's familiar with Code Vein, it's like an anime style Souls like game.
Yeah.
It looks good. It's I can't.
Yeah, here's
You
my
won't catch me crying
question.
about Souls Likes.
Why can't they make it in Castlevania that looks exactly like that? Because when I first saw the main character, I thought it was a Belmont.
You know, the
literally thought it
funny
was a
thing too,
Belmont.
I thought it was based off the Berserk anime too, because it was like Berserk. I was like, Berserk, what? No, but he looks like a Belmont.
No, the main character looks like a Belmont to me, and I said this would be the perfect art direction and the perfect way to do Castlevania, like a roguelike Castlevania. That would be phenomenal.
So,
3D Castlevania.
When Konami was announcing all those Silent Hills, did they ever confirm it's Castlevania in that mix at all, or no?
Well,
It was
they
just-
said Castlevania, Silent Hill, and Metal Gear are all coming back, and yeah. So
Okay.
by the way, Exodus is the one that Matthew McConaughey is tied to.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
Exodus. Yeah, that one looks cool. I like anything involving space.
Oh, there's Super's favorite game.
there's Harmonium. the
And I could listen to
musical.
Matthew McConaughey all day.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah, all right. Okay. Harmonium, the musical, looked pretty interesting. I'm not gonna play it, but everything on it. I mean, I just don't.
It looks interesting as well. I'm a huge fan of animation and stuff like that. So just on that alone, I was like, that looks pretty good.
That's,
Windblown.
I don't even know what this
I'm
game is
curious. It looks to be a co-op like maybe because die retry, but then they had like
Uh-huh.
the three characters on screen, so I'm guessing it's a co-op style. So I don't know. Just more information. Justice League.
Yeah.
Fucking Justice League.
I like the world. I like the fact that, the Justice League has gone rogue. I like that, and the
Story premise, yeah.
and but I just got to see it's Rocksteady. Rocksteady does really good Arkhams. Can they do it in this game? I don't know.
I played the beta or alpha, whatever it was. The traversal system sucks ass.
Damn,
For us-
I don't know.
For us with disabilities and have trouble with our hands, the traversal system. For me, what's her name? The main Harley Quinn is downright unusable.
GTFO.
You get the fuck out. I want to.
No. I don't know when I'll get to. That's still a game on my radar, but as we said earlier, since it's only on PC and a lot of my friends are on console, I do hope we get a console announcement. StarCraft, Stormgate. I don't StarCraft. So
Yeah, Stormgate, bitches. Stormgate. I'm looking forward to that.
But let me say this. Let's talk about what was not announced. Okay, so we didn't see Avowed. I mean, we didn't see any hardware announcements. PlayStation, apart from some of their third-party ventures, were pretty much absent. So was Nintendo, per se. Pretty quiet. I mean, apart from Xbox coming in with Blade and a couple of the other ones that were of significant note, the new Mana game is coming to Xbox, so that's an encouraging thought. Now that Square Enix realized that, hey, maybe it's not a good idea just to keep their games on one platform. But yeah, I mean, it was a good show. I'm not going to say it was a bad show. It was a good show, but there was no real major, oh my God, this is like, wow. It's like, that's the thing. That's
no Gear 6.
Yeah, no Gear 6 as Alvador's 8167. But in general, let me say this, and this is going to be a little bit of a shit talking here, but as much as everyone hates Xbox and giving Xbox a whole lot of shit, their first-party IPs won more awards than PlayStation did. I'm putting it out there. Spider-Man, for what I know, is not win one.
It didn't win any. Yeah.
Right. Whereas you had Forza, who won 2, and what was that other one? That one, it wasn't Starfield, but what was that other one? Oh,
Hi-Fi Rush.
Hi-Fi Rush for musical direction.
Hi-Fi Rush, yeah.
Yeah.
Got noted.
For audio design, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, in one of my tweets, I referred to it as Spider Snub.
PlayStation Tax.
Out there, not trying to throw shade, but oh well. Let's just say that hey, for what it's worth, they got more awards. So yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, Baldur's Gate 3 was a unequivocal success here. They pretty much cleared the floor with everything except for a couple of awards. I think Alan Wake 2 also was the victor. Actually got me intrigued to actually go and buy this game now. It was kind of sad how they snubbed the developer. Like he came on stage and he was talking about like how hard they were working, and they were like
lost people along the way.
Yeah, the music in the back, like, okay, hurry the fuck up, and he was trying like, okay, this guy died of COVID. This was a COVID game. This guy died.
Yeah, they were talking about someone who passed, one of the devs, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And
especially for I just can't, like, with Cozy's face, like that's just my face when they were doing it. Like,
and
really?
you know what? I think this is what, I feel like this is the face she's actually making the entire time. So just to make life easier for her, let me just put a picture.
Yeah,
because that's what she's gonna be doing anyway.
I'm about to say, yeah, it's. I've seen like a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people talk about the structure of the Game Awards, and as we said before, I get it's the whole promotional thing. The main thing is like the marketing. That's the main reason I tune in, is to see what's going to be announced. I'm not really caring too much about the awards. The only time I was really invested was when Elden Ring was up for Game of the Year, and I was like, yeah. But it's just, you got, as we said, you got all this time for celebrities to do their little bit.
Don't forget a time for Gonzo.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was about. I don't know. Like, he popped up, they did their thing. I was like, what did I get out of this? What were you trying to make?
Doesn't Gonzo come out every year?
No.
I think he
didn't
had
he come out? No, he had him last year.
They had him Muppet last year again too.
Yeah.
They had a Muppet.
Oh, they had another Muppet, right?
But yeah, it's just like you give time to people to celebrity to give us a spiel of like, oh, I remember when I was playing the Nintendos and the PlayStations when I was growing up, and I'm just like you guys. I'm just like, can the people that actually made the game express how they feel? It's just like
Yeah,
people
because
that put,
all of these motherfuckers
so
that are
much-
being able to do share are the ones
It's-
giving him money.
yeah, it's. I mean, maybe, but I kind of asked, I mean, how much he's paying them to come onto his stage. But
You
it's
mean-
like people put so much time to get these games out, years and years of effort on these games, and you just like you got like 10 seconds to talk, my guy. I'm
Oh, yeah,
sorry.
but
Like-
by the way, the other thing I noticed was, did you notice
But
all
here's
the ropes across
Gonzo
the
for
front?
30 minutes.
Did you notice the ropes across the audience and the big guys that were standing in each one of the aisles? Ain't nobody was getting on that stage
yeah.
unless they were supposed to get on
That-
that
somebody
stage.
shared a screenshot. I think the guy was
Yo.
at crowd somehow.
This is
So-
the Bill Clinton announcement. This is my rabbi. bitch.
Yeah, but it's just like I don't know. I'm
I tweeted that
like I
too.
said,
I was like, I
I-
wonder how that kid feels seeing that trailer. He
It's-
probably fucking shit himself.
Oh my god!
No.
But like it's just like yeah, you got Anthony. What was Anthony Mackie joking, making jokes about? I see you, man, and who's like the guy that had the boot on his leg or whatever. He's like, oh,
no,
let me
no,
tell you this
Christopher-
story.
Christopher Judge
the-
throwing shade on modern.
See, that was fine. That was fine. That was fine.
Well, that
I
was
okay
funny
with
though.
that.
That was Keeley messing with him too. You know
Yeah.
it too because he was turned around and went, "What the fuck?" You know, because he, you know.
Another thing too, I want to talk about with the whole Call of Duty thing, guys. Stop getting your pennies in a twist. Like I'm seeing people
Yeah.
being like, "Oh, now that Xbox owns, everybody says Call of Duty has an issue. Everybody saying it is really short." He made a joke about what everyone else is saying. It's not a.
And you know how
yeah,
I took it?
Xbox
I took it as a way for him to like kind of promote himself to them. Like, I'm not afraid to take a jab at you guys because literally afterwards he said, "Oh, here's my chance of getting a
that's
job
another
with your
studio I'm not working
company."
with. Yeah, but it's just like
Like
it's.
he
you got-
what if that he just did it because he wants to get their attention? Be like,
Quite
"Oh, well,
possibly.
you
If
don't?
he's-
Well, mhm."
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the opportunities are, but the last thing I want to say is this again: you got time for man to tell us the story about how he broke his leg. You should have time for people to express the hardship and appreciation they have of people playing their game. Like, come on, but
Exactly.
Well,
yeah, so
Anyhow, we are reaching the 8 o'clock point, and I got to start dinner
Nine-
soon.
oh,
So
it's
yeah,
9 here.
look, we got to close the show out. So that was the sports show. Now before I send everyone home, when I call you guys, tell us where we can find you, but
We are
also
home already.
tell us what your biggest announcement for the what you feel was the biggest announcement in the show. So let me go ahead and start with Cozy. Cozy, tell us where we can find you and tell us what
You
was your
can
biggest
find me
announcement.
at all places where you find
Tommy
cozy
McClure,
belugas.
Bottle full up.
Which is
Well, here
Yeah.
on Fridays,
Mhm.
on They Said We Said with Logan Hamathy on Fridays, and every other Thursday for GQ TV, and Majestic Mayhem on Sunday.
and what was your biggest announcement of the show? Or did you not have one?
Sega.
Don't
I
tell
only
me what-
count the highlights though. I didn't actually
Mhm.
watch it.
That's fair.
'Cause I saved my time.
All right, say good. Cool. Cells, tell us where we can find you and tell us where what was your biggest announcement of the show?
Well, just type in my handle on like a bunch of social media websites and you'll find me somewhere.
When that
But-
one dude come. Oh yeah, that was hilarious. He like, you beautiful man. He put his arm on.
Oh wait, his suit. I remember that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's hilarious.
whatever social media platform except Facebook, I guess, because I don't have that shit. The biggest surprise was one that I didn't expect. Like, yeah, there was other things that I was excited about, like OD and what's that other fucking game? Oh, Jet Set Radio remake.
Mhm.
But
I don't know if that's really
when
that
they-
might be like a
when they-
refresh. Brand new
when
refresh.
they but when they announced the finals dropping like right there, me and my son we bugged out. Like we were so I hear my son in the room because we both play. I hear my son in the room and he's like, no fucking way. And then I was like, you heard?
Damn.
And he was so and he came out, he was like, it's out. I was like, I know. So that was like the best surprise. That was like the one thing, because like I didn't fucking expect them to do anything. They like just had the beta, you know. I was gonna probably give it like another month till we heard something, but they came out of nowhere and they were like, yeah, it's dropping right now. Whoa.
Oh.
Like, it was good. That was the best part.
Cool. Super, tell us where we can find you and tell us what was your biggest announcement of the show.
Bus Nutsimus Maximus. I don't know.
Super?
Is your mic working? I saw your mic
It was
button
muted,
icon
yeah.
go off.
He fell
but-
asleep.
No, he turned the mic on, or yeah, he unmuted himself.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't hear you. I'll come back to you. Let's get that fixed. Cerebral, tell us where we can find you and tell us what was your biggest show.
You can find me at X, formerly called Twitter, Cerebral Paul 1. You can find me at Twitch at Cerebral Paul. You can find me on Tuesdays on the Xbox Ambassador channel. You can find me Mondays and Thursdays on 4GQ TV, and you can find me right here on Fridays on this show. And then probably my biggest announcement was the Jurassic Park game, but also I was excited to see Exodus because that just looks really cool, and a few other things that we talked about. I do want to mention I saw the Dave the Diver one that looks like old school LucasArts or Lucas Games, Sierra Online type stuff. That one looked cool to me because, you know.
Super,
there
you
you
with
go.
us? Super, you with us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yep.
you now. So tell us where we can find you
Yeah.
and tell us where we can, what was your biggest game of the show?
Cool. When I occasionally make videos on my YouTube channel, it's Supernova Gaming. I'm on Twitter at Real Gaming Supernova, whatever my Twitter is. It is. I forget, dude, because they wouldn't let me keep the same damn name. Fuck it. You can find me here every Friday. As long as Wes keeps bringing me back. My biggest announcement. It sucks because I had a few of them ruined for me. The one with OD, I didn't know what it was called, but I kind of knew it was coming because I heard some rumblings. The Blade announcement, Twitter fucking ruined for me, fucking bastards. But if I had to select taking myself out of the situation, looking at it, the biggest announcement probably would be OD. I'm super interested in what that is going to be. I think this is really, truly the first time. We've had times in the past where the video game industry has collaborated with the movie industry, but I don't think in this particular way. Like usually we'll bring big mainstream actors to do voice acting or to do performance capture, but I don't think we've ever had something to this level to where we have one of the best directors in gaming and one of the right now hottest directors in film collaborating on a horror game film type thing.
Dude,
So
fucking Jordan Peele.
I'm just really interested in that.
Oh, and he even said
When
he
I
wasn't
heard the music, I was like, what is happening?
and they even pointed out that Jordan's not the only one that's working on the game.
Yeah, he said he's got
Yeah.
some other famous
He
people.
says others people that he can't name at the moment. I was like, who? the fuck?
I'm gonna call myself a scrub. I was like Jordan Peele. I was like, who? I don't really care. I'm sorry.
Wow.
He made Get Out. He made no.
I know.
The best thing he ever did was say Michelle Pfeifferson in that in that short on Key and Peele.
All right.
And Key and Peele's hilarious.
They are.
Exactly. All right. Triple, tell
But yeah,
us where we
that's
can
probably the
find
biggest
you.
announcement.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter whenever I do post something at Triple Combo Gaming. And you can find me here sometimes, every now and then, occasionally. I don't know. Highlights for the show for me, obviously, Hellblade, Monster Hunter Wilds, and Jet Set Radio. Like, super excited for Hellblade still. Monster Hunter. I've been salivating for a new Monster Hunter for the longest now. It's like Capcom, y'all giving us Dragon's Dogma in 2024 and then Monster Hunter Wilds in 2025. What the fuck? And Jet Set Radio, like, man, I was when I saw that and I saw somebody say, they're like, is that? Oh yeah, I love Jet Set Radio back on the Xbox. So getting a new one, that's in the works. Like those are the three games where I was like, hey yo. Screaming I wasn't screaming because it was late at night, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's what I said in the group chat when I was bouncing off the wall in the group chat. I was hyped up for those. So, but yeah. And I do want to say real quick, Alvador 816, to shout you out, buddy, being interactive with us, man. I appreciate you. Much love, heart sign, whatever. So yeah, that's it.
Alvador!
Albus Dumbledore 417.
Alvador.
I would know.
Salvador.
Oh, and last thing, we got to get the what was that? Super arcane croissant. We got to get that trendy.
Croissant.
Arcane
croissant.
croissant.
Arcane croissant.
Wise, you gotta find somebody to get that as a shirt. Get that on a shirt. There you go. That's your first merch.
Shirt. Arcane croissant.
Oh my God, there's a funny ass joke. I don't know if you guys know Tom Segura. He makes a joke about that word. And he says that he was like, oh, motherfuckers who live in fucking Paris, Tennessee, like, people are gonna go there and be like, well, bonjour. I don't even know where I'm at. Like,
Bonjour, motherfucker.
yo, can you get me a croissant?
Yeah,
Like, yo.
You gotta understand, down south, we have a city here in Alabama called, it's spelled A-R-A-B. So most people would say Arab, right? No, down here they say Arab. So I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yo.
Well, that's like there's like same in Texas. There's a city called Palestine. It's spelled Palestine, but they say it's Palestine because they refuse to say the name of the So yeah.
With the emphasis of how it's
I'm about to
actually
put a
said.
5
Yeah.
on Pope number 12, and the Jews said you need to leave.
Yeah.
I'm from Paris, Tennessee.
I'm from Paris, Texas. Yeah.
I was going to say there is a Paris, Texas. Actually, Texas has a bunch of names of foreign countries that are named their cities because of when they were settled and how they were
And
settled.
none of those fucking
Just like we have so many cities named after English shit. Like, we're just assholes. Like, we came over here and we're like, oh, England, you got York? Well, fuck you. Now we got New York. Oh, you got what's your city? We're just going to put new in front of the name because fuck England. That's pretty much
Oh,
what we
this
did.
is about to become U.S. history up in this fucking bitch.
It's true. It's what we did.
Literally, he's right though. We threw the tea in the water and basically said, "Go fuck yourself," and then took everything else that they had. But,
Hey, we're gonna take the names of your shit and just put the word "new" in front.
you have the House of Commons, we got Congress. You got the House of Lords, we got the Senate. All right, go. That's good. That's a new government for us. Yeah, that's a whole new government. The Prime Minister, we got a fucking president. Oh my God,
Original.
yeah.
So original.
Right.
I see what they're going like. We're gonna do what you do, but better. Yeah.
We're gonna just say it, word
I
it
can do
different.
better. I can do anything better than you. All right. So.
No, you
That's my
can't.
Annie. So yeah, I am the wise old gamer, the man who brings the train and restraining order. So yeah, you can find me wise old gamer with a Z on.
Yo, what?
The train and restraining order.
It took her. It took her.
Yeah.
You said you said train, and you got her attention. So
Oh no.
No, I heard restraining order, and I was like, what the
Oh,
fuck is Wise
restraining.
saying right now?
The train and restraining order. Yeah. So anyhow, you
Mm.
can find me wise old gamer with a Z on PlayStation, Xbox, and Twitter. And if you do get offended very easily, I would not recommend following me on Twitter because I just post some things that are kind of
Just learn your words, sir.
Exactly, yeah. But anyhow, my biggest announcement of the show was Sega announcement. I mean, heck, I'm an old school gamer. They're bringing back Golden Axe. They're bringing back Crazy Taxi,
feel you,
Joystick
bro.
Radio.
Shinobi, what?
Hey, I mean, like, Island Paradise they got 1080 snowboarding back to the Switch this week or this month. So yeah, I'm good.
I want a new Toe Jam and Earl.
Yes.
I want a decent, good Toe Jam and Earl. I want a new Skies of Arcadia. I want a new Knights game. Sega, if you're listening, Knights, please, yeah, that would be good. Anyhow, so yeah, you can catch us every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern at this channel, basically. Yeah. So
At this channel.
Halo Infinite is the shit.
All
Nope.
right.
It's
And
literal shit.
Yep. Thank you.
Oh, come
Okay,
on,
before I piss
man.
somebody off, that's our show for tonight. So please hit the like and subscribe. I do want to thank everyone who showed up in the chat. Alvarado 816. Who else here? It was quite a few people. Danielle Amaya, RPG 88, as always, Darius Dunn, Chill Gaming, thank you for talking with us, Emmanuel AI, DMX 908, Jeremy Brown, and if I missed your name, it's not because I think less of you, but because I just have too many people to mention. Lesser Logic.
Fairly
Because he does think less of you, and he said, "Go fuck yourself." Told me.
Cozy.
All right. That is our show tonight. So, next week we will be back
What
here
you
at
said.
6 p.m. Thick Slick
Yeah.
stopping by as well. Yeah, y'all have a great night. Play your games and knock the consoles and have a good one. Enjoy it.
Bye, everybody. I love you guys.
Later,
Don't do
taters.
drugs. I'm about to go